So many don't go on. Ramagade, legede, oh, Rabosandala, Brosagade, Lika Brazandala, Jesus. Papa God, intervene for we, do for we, as you do for the Israelites. The way who they suffer, in the life say you don't forget we. Papa God, intervene for we. Orphans are crying, widows are crying, fatherless children are crying, the less privileged are crying. Oh, may we pray. Oh, may we pray. Oh, northwest and southwest, when I come together, may we pray. Oh, prayer is a key. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Prayer is a key. Hey, Jesus. Killing every day. We are killing ourselves. Every day na bum 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 bum. Every time na to 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 to. Oh, we don't tire. Father, fight for us. According to your word in Exodus 14:14, it says you will arise and fight for us, and we will all be so. Papa, give us victory. If you go for Munyenge, everybody then are for bush. Munyenge no they exist, oh. I can know. You go for Papa. Oh, houses they don't burn them down. Who be render homeless? Hey, yeah. You go for a corner, they did broke now from house to house. Anybody that meet up a more, ya name not down. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Bambenda them do. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Southwesterners do. Everybody don't run you. Because of wuru wuru, everybody don't run you. Because of popo patata. So many don't go on next time. Hey, yeah. So one day they for refugee camp, for every nation for this world. When you go there, you go see them. So one day they for street. So one day they sleep for motor for Nigeria. You go see them there. Papa God, oh, when Gazume, yes, so we're a wow. Oh, let we pray, oh, let me pray, oh, let me pray, oh, let me pray, oh, let me pray. Prayer is a key. Hey, Jesus. I'm a wapa menda ho, better fuck one sote. I am yes, I west, better fuck one baba. I'm a way kona, chiwan mo chubangreke. I'm a yana wakunenge, bufaton and never jimashi. I live in a world, papa, and never jim bufatono. Masuna patiko, and nijima make we. Oh, yes, so we're a wow. Yes, so we're a wow. Kaya we're a wow, baba. We're a wow. Yes, so we're a wow. My village, my gym, that's southwest and northwest. Bufatona she, Bufayadame. Yes, so we're a wow. Berenbung again. My year of one by Gung again. And when I Gung again, and when I survive. Yes, so Christo. Papaya, we're a wow. We're a wow. Papa with a all villages in northwest and southwest are damaged.
They are damaged.
Where we go run to? Papa help us, deliver us, Papa. Oh, give us victory. Victory is all we ask. Papa, give us victory. Oh, money for you some more. In a day, even job for chopper. In a day, better water for wash. In no even day at all. Even the one for three. In a day, now woman they depart for inside bush. Now picking the day too, where they know they even go school. But when they say children are the leaders of tomorrow, how we go be leaders? We will not get book for head. Oh, make we pray. For prayer is a key. Oh, make we pray. Oh, make we pray. Pastors, make we pray. Apostles, make we pray. Bishops, make we pray. Evangelists, make we pray. Workers in the vineyard, from northwest and southwest, make we pray. Oh, even for those who they live for prison. Oh, our youth them oh, that they can't finish. Our boys them oh, they don't finish. From Manfred to Boya, from Bamenda to Southwest, no shade every day, oh, killing every day. People they die every day, like say they been a chicken. My people live, prayer is the key. Oh, may we pray, oh, may we pray, oh, may we pray, oh, may we pray, Ramagade, Legede, oh, Ramosagala, Rosagade, Mika Brazandala, Jesus. May we pray.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. Good evening, friends and fans of Mr. Nanchop. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Amber Voice. Now, to those of you who are already connected and who are watching me right now live, I want you to let me know if the sound is good, and please do me a favor, click on the share button as you join. Invite someone to join this special live podcast from Mr. Nanchop. I want to take, as usual, some of the greetings from Facebook. I can see Titi says, the German style, good evening. Good evening, Lady Titi. I know you're ready to do your work as usual. I can see Mr. Anderson says, good people of Ambazonia, please share. That's wonderful. That's true. Great people of Ambazonia, please click the share button. And I'm extending revolutionary greetings to you all watching me right now. To those of you in the US, good afternoon. I'm extending love and special greetings to you from Amber Voice platform. And of course, to those of you in Europe, good evening. And to the beloved and great people in Ground Zero, and of course also Ground 1, I'm saying hello to you. I'm expressing love from this special platform to you. I'm not forgetting our wonderful brothers and sisters in Asia, in the Middle East, you know, those of you in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in China. I mean, wherever you may find yourself right now, as an Ambazonian, I'm sending a special lovely greeting to you this evening, this moment. And I want you to know that there is hope. Yes, And I can say that smiling because, of course, there is hope. And just looking at the screen, you can read Beautiful Ambazonia, Part 1. You know, for too long in this revolution, we've spent time in talking about a lot of things. And as I said, sometimes it's necessary. And if need be, I will always come up to crush, right? To make sure I trash and clean the house. You know, if you're transferring into a new house, you can't just go into the house like that. You will need sometimes to do some renovation to clean the house. You don't know the person who was living there, how hygienic he was, so you really want to make sure you clean the house properly so as to come in. And of course, relating that to this revolution, you know, we've lived with La Republique for so long, and there've been a lot of traits, character traits, you know, some kind of things many people have taken or inherited from La Republique du Cameroon. Some lifestyle, the way they talk, the way they do things, their reasoning, direction, all those things. That's why you have amongst us a lot of people who still have the slave mentality. It's normal. If you This is history repeating itself. If you read the Bible, you will discover that you will discover that when the children of Israel, when they left Egypt, and even though they had been delivered by God through the mighty hand of his works, and they saw what he did, what happened is they came into the desert. They still had a lot of them who had the Egyptian mentality. So it's okay, you know, but we need to trash these things. So as I said, if need be, you always see me come up sometimes and make those tough shows. And the reason is for them to understand that this generation of Ambazonians are people that can never be deceived. You know, La Republique has always been successful, and they could only be successful because we offered ourselves to them as fools. We had a lot of people who were very naive, a lot of people who could not call a spade a spade. No, they gave into compromise. They were easily deceived. You know, they could go in for the crumbs. You know, we had a lot of leaders who were not people of dignity, who respected justice and truth, who will stand for their people despite what. And this has been a problem. Now, I'm starting a new series today, as you can see on the screen, Beautiful Ambazonia. Now, the point of this is this. I just want to explain some things before I take some greetings. There are a lot of things about Ambazonia that many of us don't know. And this is true. There are a lot of things. You see, I've come to understand that we have a lot of people who are not even versed with our history. They don't know our history. They don't know a lot of things about us, Ambazonia. Some don't even know where the name Ambazonia is coming from. And I mean, some of you watching me, you might be very patriotic in the revolution. You might be very constructive and contributive to the revolution. But there are some loopholes. There are some lackings. Now, for instance, imagine if somewhere a TV station confronts you and a journalist and they want to interview you about Ambazonia. Do you really think you are that versed with the history and the knowledge of Ambazonia that you can give and articulate, you can articulate our cause so that others who will listen to you will be convinced of what you're saying? You see. Now, just few of you can say yes. But if we are realistic and truthful to ourselves, we will discover that many of us cannot do that. Why? Not because we are not Ambazonians, not because we don't know our history, just because it hasn't dawned on us. We haven't taken time to meditate on the positive things. We haven't taken time to focus on the positive things. And that's why I'm starting this series. You know, there have been a lot of distraction in this revolution. The things we ought to be concentrating on, focusing on, because we have a lot of internal enablers, wicked people, evil people. That's why I pity them. Ambazonians, listen, fellow Ambazonians, Papa and Mamide, I've told us that we need to pray for God to give us more activists. We are lacking. If there is anything Ambazonians are lacking, we are lacking of activists. We are in short of activists. I'm talking about activists, those who can educate us. Listen, those that you will be happy to listen to them whenever they are alive. Because you know that whenever you listen to them, you gain knowledge. I'm not talking about those who just come online to insult people, insult women, and create confusion and spread lies and, surrogates. No. Surrogacy, we have a lot of surrogacy in this revolution. But we lack factual activism. We lack those who can stand for the people of Ambazonia, to talk for them. Those who can look at the things that are happening, analyze them, and crush La République, the enemy. So I must confess, it's sad to see that sometimes some of us will have to come online to deal with these internal enablers. But it's part of the war. It's part of the war. So with that being said, I just wanted to introduce to us that we are starting a new series, The Beautiful Ambazonia. Talking about Ambazonia, talking about us, the people of Ambazonia, talking about our future, talking about our culture, talking about who we are, our distinction from La République, and making it clear now. The focus of this is on the enemy, La République du Cameroon, because La République has for so long tried to manipulate us. They've tried to tell us a lot of lies about us, and the human mind is in that way that functions the human mind functions in such a way, or that if it gets a lot of information, it acts on those information, be it true or false. And that's why a lot of people are being brainwashed. Think of Apostle Paul in the Bible. This is somebody who had zeal for God, but he was brainwashed. He followed the wrong way. He was called Saul before God changed his name to Paul. The man thought he was working for God. He was killing people thinking he was working for God. No, because of the wrong information in his mind. And I want to tell you something. There are a lot of Ambazonians amongst us that are doing these negative things because they've been brainwashed. They lack that mind power. They lack I always say that your imagination is your creative ability. They lack that creative ability to think of what is positive, to think on how they can build something positive. Because all their life, they've been experiencing just negative things. Of course, being in slavery in La République for almost 60 years leaves tough traits. It's a hard thing, it's a tough thing. So that's why this series I'm beginning today is a kind of, let me call it an antivirus series. A series that will open our mind. It will clear our brain. It will make we will see what difference with La République. That means by the time we finish this series, one thing will be clear. No man, even the federalists, they're not going to see a reason for even talking again about federation. They will be ashamed. Any man will still be in Ambazonia, where he will call himself say be federalist. It will be a shame to the people who will expose them. I'm not going to make the show like so one expose them, but the content of the show, it will make any man where you won't even think. So if you still live with La République, he will see himself as a fool. So Papa and Mommy, my brothers and sisters, I greet you now. I want start this show, but before I start the show, make I take some greetings. I want to see who they don't connect and who they don't share. May I see who they don't connect and who they don't share. I see Henry say we could not find your last outing, Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Oh really? It should be on my wall. I don't know. Some people say they don't find my last this thing. Now I beg, wanna do me a favor. If you never subscribe for my Facebook page, you're not going to get my outings when I come live. So try to subscribe. Just go, you click on the subscribe button so that when I come live, you will always get a notification. And I don't talk say I would try for somebody to come up every day, even if not just 1 hour or not just 30 minutes. Man, just to come up with something constructive, something positive. If not just about the breaking news, I want to come up regularly. So if you miss my show a day, you be one day, and also all will be busy. Some of when I do work, when I get tight schedules, even me too. I understand. So maybe Sunday if you be where you no follow show, but you come out for evening, just go check for Mr. Nanchop page. Check wait to be updated. Wait to be the latest news. Check on Kemi Ashley page. Check wait to be updated. Kemi Ashley, I really want to recommend her. She's a wonderful lady. Now one of them was sister in that for the revolution where he did do a great and excellent job. If you want always be updated on the current happenings of the revolution, if you always go for Kemi Ashley page, you know what it happened for La Republique. In fact, Kemi, I should go show you, will give you foreign news and home news. For Kemi Ashu page, you know anything that happened for La Republique and anything that happened for we. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage we. We must keep ourselves constantly informed in this revolution. Constantly informed. With that being said, click on the share button. Let me get some of our greetings then before we start with our show today. I can see Mr. Samba says, "Good day, Mr. Nanchop." I see Ambazonia ancestors are observing. Says, "Revolutionary greetings." I see Wisdom says, "Keep it up, Mr. Nanchop." Mr. Tanyi says, "Excellent boy." FR says, "Imagination is your creative ability, Mr. Nanchop." 7th of August 2020. Yes, that's right. Your imagination is your creative ability. You know, I don't really, if I want to go into that, that can be a topic. It can be a topic on its own, because let me give an example why I say that. You see, if you don't visualize something, if you don't have a vision for something, you cannot realize it. If you don't visualize something, you cannot realize it. The person who discovered the aeroplane had a vision, saw something in their mind. The person where he discover how to make laptop, he be get a vision for your mind. He be see something. The laptop maybe don't exist. As a matter of fact, everything we do for the ground, it first exists in our mind. It first exists in your vision. And then your imagination, they create them. So the more you imagine about the thing, you be constructive in your imagination. You don't create the thing in a fictive world. Think of when we were small. We get small motor them. Mercedes, these, all that kind of motor we get away, we get all that kind of like them. Then they nobody exist. But somebody began those visions. You see the kind of motor that we drive on today? We drive electric cars them, we drive cars them. I mean, my motor, if you left the motor, you drive by itself. Some of them know that kind of car, when I get that kind of motor, if you left the car, you relax, it drive by itself. It maintain the lane. When you want to go out of the lane, it adjusts itself. But now cars and this way, years behind, nobody existed. Nobody exists. They be just be imaginary cars. Some person be imaginer, then he create them. Why are they talk this thing? See, the way we think about the Ambazonia we want get them, the imagination, the Ambazonia we want get them, we create them now in our imagination. And I will talk this because I want to clear up the air for some things the way that they happen right now for this revolution. You see, a lot of things that don't happen right now for this revolution. Where plenty people know they understand why it happened. Some people that want misunderstand them, that they want twist them. No, I will explain that for we. No, understand why these things that they happen. No be problem. Because would they in that particular point for our mind for this revolution where one create an Ambazonia where it be different from La Republique. You see. So because we don't know which we don't suffer with La Republique. We know which we don't go through for La Republique. Many Ambazonians, they don't become very critical. They don't become very, very judgmental. And also, because of the things and the errors, the way it don't happen, we don't make them. For instance, I'm going to give you a good example. Most of when I don't see or don't hear these audios the way that they happen. Now inside Ambazonia, when I hear some Ambazonians, then they accuse some other Ambazonians. Them. They talk about money, they talk about Amber War draft, they talk about all these things. Them. You see, I don't listen to those audios them the same like you. I don't see even some of the enablers them, some of the people where they hate the revolution. They don't take the audios them, they don't compile them, they use them for deceive people and say, oh, when I look at them, we will tell when I say psychotic money, this and that. Now all that way they fit do because they lack substance, they lack something productive. So they go always want to look those kind of opportunities for use and deceive the people. But reason for yourself. Reason. Me and you will know what happen for my trip to Boya. And any Ambazonia where it get hard for this revolution, it go no say, you know what to happen for my trip to Boya, make it repeat itself. So at the end of the day, you get Ambazonians the way when they see one or two things there, they be outspoken, they criticize them, they talk about those things them. Why? They don't talk about those things them because they want to kill some person. When I don't forget say that the Ambazonian people there, that they gather their money, that they contribute, and they get right for talk about their money. So I don't see any problem, anything be wrong for say some people then want about some money or they talk about money. No, instead wait till me I say and then I say it is show we say Ambazonian people them their eye don't open, their eye don't clear, and now they control every step for their money, where they put their money. You see, when they and I think this way the county by county na advantage, because if you contribute for your county, you go want to know how the money they be used. You know go want just shit down, make some person misuse the money, which means it is a plus. So if people that they argue for their county about their money, not be bad thing Ambazonians, it's a good thing. At least they want to prevent thievery. They want to prevent say money loss go be. In the past, the problem will be getting so take money we give for Tabenyang. Tabenyang in a boss, Ayok Tabe, Sisiko. They should not have money. Ambazonians they said they want to do plan B, or the interim government want to talk about plan B, Tabenyang should not have money. They turn left, they turn right. You will get people like so funcha. Just imagine so funcha how much money we chop thief for Ambazonian people. Where they give may buy weapon, they may buy stick them and sugarcane them. But today we say they that very so funcha don't go shit down for the Republic because it no say the evil we don't do against the Ambazonian people, it be unpardonable. Ambazonians they don't go ever forgive you. So with that shame, you don't go in for La Republique openly now for fight against Ambazonia then. You see how? So you get two ways for the revolution. It's either you are with the Ambazonian people or you are against the Ambazonian people. There is no other way. There are no other ways. There are just two ways. There is not I just there for me do. No. It's either you are with the Ambazonian people or you are against the Ambazonian people. And it's been proven because if you want to pretend, time will catch with you. So, which way they happen right now for the revolution, Papa and Mommy, them, no be bad thing. Say the people there for the counties, they talk, they argue with each other. Me, I'm not thinking a bad thing. I'm not thinking a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because now they contribute their money. They go for shit down, they talk about their money. And if some person, now only say the only thing I say they go for make sure say they learn to talk with each other, they need to talk about each other. We get for learn for the revolution, for talk with each other. Because one thing I don't say for the revolution, we're not good. I say people they turn for talk a lot about each other. They need to talk with each other. Like I don't hear a lot of things out there. I see, for instance, one comrade activist that they call Nji Samuel. Now a very good writer, but he don't make a lot of mess up in these past weeks. Then I see a lot of nonsense we write about me. I pity. I wonder. I'm sorry. Why would they write those nonsense about me? He don't surely hear some person talk something. He take the person inside of the story. He can publish them. He not talk with Mr. Nanchop. He not get my own story. So the wrong way do not say he talk about me, but he not talk with me. Then he can make a write up. And this thing with the same for this revolution, it repeats itself. Even good comrades them and good brothers and sisters them, they wake up, they fall for this thing. They just wake up, they go make write ups, they write things them. From which way they hear, but they never communicate with the both parties. So we have to limit those things for social media, because now that kind of small thing the way the enemy the one can use them for start attack we, for start the cosh, they do all those nonsense. No, we're not gonna give room to that. Don't forget we talk about beautiful Ambazonia. Before I come to that, I address one or two small things for the revolution. I just address one or two small things because it be very important. More understand say. We already be victorious right now. In fact, we already win La Republique. So La Republique, it already be in a dying state. La Republique, they're on a crumbling state right now. So they don't know what to do. They do nothing I can say the last fight of a dying man. That's what La Republique they now. So all these things where they do, time will tell. As time will go on, their energy will continue to reduce. They will continue to pour. Now, I hear say don't bad for them, so they don't pay teachers them. It is shown that the degree of poverty where don't go bankruptcy, where don't the whole La Republique. They don't pay teachers them. But in all this, we still get for understanding now who will control the game. If La Republique be get the power for destroy we, if La Republique be get the power for stop the Ambazonian revolution, why never do it? Ask yourself that question. If La Republique be get the power for kill all our restoration fighters, why you never do them? Now because he not get the power for do him, and now because he not get the ability for do him. In other words, we win them. In other words, would be stronger than them. So this world draft we don't come in now will be a topic where we talk a lot about during this series, the beautiful Ambazonia. But now I come back for which you have the talk, Papa Mami them. If when I hear this audio them where surrogates them go try to send them out, the one try to create a negative interpretation from the audios them. They say, oh, na confirmation say some man thief money or this person thief money. No. When I tell them, someone they go look the audit. The audit report, it don't give we a report at least about what happened for the my trip to Buya money. We need to talk about that. Would they now for this Amber World draft? And the funniest thing here, Papa and Mami them. Now say the same people where they fight against the Amber World draft. Now the same people the way they want for give with negative narration against the my trip to Buya money. So which will be their problem for the revolution? Which they want them? Me and you will not say without money, we not fight the war, we not win the war. We need money so that we buy sugar cane them, we buy popcorn them, we do what to war, we do against La Republique. It be a vital thing. So because some mismanagement, because Ayok Tabe and Tabenyang and the rest them, so funcha, Ata Milan, they be thief and chop our money for my trip to Buya. It means that we go stop for contribute money for the revolution. Me wa picking and die for ground zero. No. We're not going to do that kind of thing. So what you will get for do? Now, what will you contribute the money? All man get for being on a police for that money. And I think that I think Ambazonians they do. So all these audios that would get away people that they talk about each other. I believe say there are people that they contribute their money. They don't become police. Now because if you do for your county, you contribute the Amber World draft money for your county. You get the right for monitor how that money they be used. For monitor who they give the money for monitor which they buy until it be effectively used for ground zero. You get the right for do that. Now you're right because your money did it and place where your money did it, your voice too must be there. So if you be say they wanna argue for a meeting house or for a county house or for an LGA house, not be bad thing. Not be bad thing. So it passed me for say some people that they go take those kind of things that one can make a public shame, that one can give a negative narration. No. All what you will get for do once I want correct and answer I beg. If problem there for county or for LGA, more solve them for LGA and for county level. If you be saying past week for LGA and county level, more bring call interim government or the ethics committee. More respect this institution that will get them. And more call them when they come into play. All this audio, do one don't make, one don't make, do one don't make. All these things are not necessary. When you over talk about your problem for house, you make your enemy, you know your secret. When I know how we did the revolution for the past weeks and months, them, La Republique we feel they calculate we because we get a lot of talkatives them. They just talk. Even secret. Okay, we get some program where United Nations. Dr. Sako and the IG, they begin to go represent we, or they begin to go talk about the Ambazonian case for United Nations. Excitedly, the matter come for social media. Before you want to know, the enablers them, Capo Daniel go call. It is somewhere they no green. So when we get for learn sense for this kind of things and say, these people where they are amongst us, where they don't want our progress, they look the only opportunity where they feel come sow discord and enmity amongst us. And the only way they fit do and say, when we get our argument inside house, we show them, we can't give them, they go take and now they misinterpret them for deceive the public. Yes, because they don't get nothing for offer the public. They don't get nothing to give the people. Now why the way they do that nonsense? But for person where it get the heart for get the revolution for your heart, for person where want the success for the revolution, he go focus on the good things then. He go focus for correct the errors and for promote the good. Now so one time for the revolution. So I be just want to make those points them clear before I start the show though. Before I start the show. So may I see what it happen. May I see what it happen. Now please I beg Mo will not start any discussion or debate for a war for this show today. For start talk about people. I beg. We no go start call people their name. We no they call one their name. We no they call whoever a name. Whosoever. We no want them. Those things are distractions. You see, those things them are distractions. Them. as I talk, it's good to talk with each other rather than talking about each other. We will learn that. If you be say any person writes something, why you not call the person? You tell your mind straight. You know, must can't write them for social media. And I want to talk for most of the white people then. If you be in a person where you respect yourself and you respect the Ambazonian revolution, if something be wrong, you know, just make audio publish them for public. Why you publish them for La Republic? Why you not go? If you be say something they wrong for the revolution, and when I want sit down for talk about the thing, when I go sit down when I talk about the thing, why must you come and say it out? Or in the next days we go gather meeting for talk about the thing. How and so what? Why are you informing the public about it? How that one go help? If you basically see the necessity for do that, go sit down when I talk about the thing inside house, when I solve them inside house. Who's the one I don't see upon all the trouble where La Republic get up? Where they confused, they get hit there for A to D. Which one I don't see they don't catch them, they talk about those things against themselves publicly. More learn for the adjust ourselves. This thing they so more no say, even though they communicate for social media, but not a war for social media. You see, I think if we can once a while for expose some people for social media, like how they do and once a while, but it's not gonna be our daily routine. You see, we got to look the way forward for the revolution, and of course, I talk about the beautiful Ambazonia. So, Papa and Mommy them, after I don't preach all that baby gospel, before I want to start ask tithe and offering, before I can take tithe and offering, we'll go into the show of today. Now, as I talk, I want to take 1 or 2 salutes them. I see my friend come here. He say we have too much enemies who are only waiting to see us fail. Not true. So we get too much enemy where they only wait for see we fail. Not true. I see Don Larry West say, thank you, bro. I see Rand Sommer. He say greetings from Stuttgart, Mr. Nanchop. Greetings, sir. So I don't want to get 1 or 2 salute them before we continue, before we start the show now in the proper. Until now, I don't just address now 1 or 2 things. So when I do me a favor, country people, I go glad if when I click on the share button. When I invite people them to join. I don't know why the number not rise. We don't know only about 300 people now. We need more people for join. We move go into the show. Where I go start the show. I see my great friend, our great comrade, Don Z, says, we shall not fail. That's right. I see Mr. Daniel say, mash fire. Oh yes, I get for mash fire some more time. I see Patricia says, good advice to all activists, Mr. Nanchop. That's right. I see my wonderful friend, Ivan, says, please share as you join. Thank you, Ivan. I see Mr. Koger says, great advice, Mr. Nanchop. I see Gibi says, great advice. Yes, we go for advice ourselves. You see, we go for be constructive. Advise ourselves. Now, what do I talk about? Talking with each other. One thing I want to appreciate them and say, I get plenty of when mommy and papa them, my brothers, and most of them they call me for back and with the story. And most of them when they give me advice. And some of them advice and they help me for become better for my shows them and for do it what they do. You see. So you look at the end of the day, it's a constructive work together. I'm not gonna be anything without you. I don't feel better without when I prayers them and when I advices. Because at the end of the day, all of us want build together, want build a nation together. So I appreciate that, and I want that, and that's what we get for the work. Don't be say some person gonna wake up, oh, they talk this about this. I see a lot of these people for social media where they always can't talk. For instance, I give you a good example. When I hear this matter about ABC and Mr. Nanchop, most of those individuals already go for talk about all those things. You see, now wicked and evil people, they don't get a revolution at heart. How person go talk say, Mr. Nanchop get for can confess for ye say for ye or for ye say he talk say the interim government get spies them. If Mr. Nanchop no can confess, they no go think Mr. Nanchop should put over ABC. Ask yourself a question. That ABC na people that television own some person in television. Where some person will wait to see over a dead body, Mr. Nanchop will come for ABC over a dead body. You see, all this kind of thing, it begin to give you the image. Say, some people that there for the revolution way, they're not there for the people. They did more for their ego and their self. How person will go to make that kind of statement? Say, over my dead body. Mr. Nanchop, if you ever come for ABC. By the way, Mr. Nanchop don't even get the interest for come for ABC. But just the fact that you make that kind of statement, for two-way people they pay their money for. People they really contribute their money. You stand, you say, over your dead body, Mr. Nanchop go come for ABC. That means say, your TV no. Don't be the people their own. Don't be the state TV again as we talk am. It be wrong. It be totally wrong. You see, and now the people now that they go for back, they go to the whole meeting, them talk rubbish, all this kind of nonsense. The worst now say if they want really talk about the real things, why Mr. Nanchop not there for the meeting? They talk for the front. No, they will go shut down for back, they talk all kind of things. These are the distractions in the revolution. We don't need this nonsense. We don't need this shit. We don't need this thing. So a person will say, no, we know I make another dictator. For real? You compare me with dictator? Seriously? It be so silly. For the year, all this kind of thing. And then the worst, I said the origin of all this nationality. People that they try to go behind for talk about individuals, not for talk with the individuals. When we go learn for the revolution, so we'll get for the talk with each other, not for the go talk about each other. And at the same thing, so we get for learn. We don't make a lot of these mistakes them for the past too much. And it give the enemy an upper hand over we. You know correct, Papa and Mommy them. My brothers and my sisters them. More not tolerate these things because they cannot want to give the enemy them. People did not get work, like Epom, Mark Barata. We did not get work. They will go to wake up, they can't frame up stories for team will not be. They want go talk this. Those things are uncalled for. They are uncalled for. So, as I talk, let's talk about the beautiful Ambazonia. Let's talk about Ambazonia as a nation. Let's talk about us, the beautiful people of Ambazonia. Let's talk about what we want. Let's talk about why we want what we want. Now, the thing that we have to talk about, why we want which we want them. Why? I also know the one Amber voice where we interact, we communicate, we discuss for our revolution. You see? And of course, at any time of the show, when you feel like you want to call in, at any time of the show, if you feel like you want to call in, you call in. Oh my God. I'm live. Talk to you later, please. So, at any time of the show, if you feel like you want to call in for contribute or for talk something, feel free for do am. You know, yes, and then don't forget as you join, click the share button. Now, fellow Ambazonians, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Now, me, I be the one that no nonsense speaking. Papa, I mean, when I know me, I need to take nonsense. I feel beat man with my words. As a matter of fact, the day I be understand say the strongest weapon where God give me for the ground, no be atomic bomb. Na lie. No be atomic bomb. Yes, the strongest weapon where God give you. I tell you the secret. I will tell you that secret today. As we enter the show. The strongest weapon where Papa God give we human beings them. It's there for Bible. If you never read them, I will help you tell you today. Now in this, your tongue. See, as I should on for here. I feel talk for you now, so boom. You there for America, you watch me. You there for China, you there for United Arab Emirates. That talk, it hold your heart, it make fever do you. You get high blood cell, you fall, you die. But I know if you take gun for you, I shoot them, I shoot you for day. I feel talk through this screen, through this camera, and through the microphone. It hits you for day, you fall, you die. But I know if you shoot on for you, I take gun through this microphone and shoot you. The tongue and our words. Now the strongest weapon for the life of Papa God give we human beings. As a matter of fact, we create our world with our words. We spoil our world with our words. Which we the talker. Inside the Ambazonian revolution, a lot of time we don't spoil our revolution with our own words. Then we don't know. Ignorantly. But we want to talk about the beautiful Ambazonia. So I will want to say, no, we instead fix our world. We'll fix the kind of Ambazonia we want and we our words. Yes, we'll fix them. We'll talk good about this Ambazonia. We'll talk good about the things we want to see them. We'll criticize and change the things them we want change and we don't like them. Inside the revolution. And as I tell that Papa and Mommy them, the day I will discover I say, the strongest weapon for the revolution we're going to use them. Now our words. I will go use them for fight La Republic. We'll use them for clean the house, educate ourselves, communicate with ourselves, advise ourselves, then help ourselves so that we'll continue for this road of victory with the win over La République. Now, when we talk about the beautiful Ambazonia, you know, plenty people never still understand, say, since we will be there in many years, we will never ever be one people to La République du Cameroon. As a matter of fact, some people they never still understand, say, we'll be now a totally different people from La République du Cameroon. I don't want to put some picture for screen. I look and say the picture never load completely. So we'll just continue while the picture load. But for the picture, I will just give a description. It is showing when you see the dates of the picture, you see the old image for the former British Southern Cameroons, where it shows that we don't be a people, and plenty of people don't know. Even some of we all will go, nobody know our history. You see, but now I want more to focus on these things then, and then we go for focus on why. The question we're going to answer, and today one of the questions are why we want which we want them. Now, when I talk, so I know it's a very technical question. Any man go call, any man feel call for talk, but you get some people where they do talk say they want federalism. I don't tell them, I say by the time we go finish this series, they no go get place for hide their face. But for those where they tell say na independence, why? You see, why? And for we who the talk say, we the claim say we will not ever live again with La République together. Why? Why we think so, and why we think say it be correct? Because when we talk on these things, it will help the others. We go help people educate the others. Make them know. I made a see say which way we talk not true and it be important. Now, Papa, I mean, one other thing I want to start when we talk about and say, if we see, oh God, excuse me, I try to do a lot of things right now at once. Okay, the international community don't recognize we. Will be the fight for gain the recognition of the international community, and yes, the international community don't give us a lot of recognition. All this game where they see Paul Biya they play. And what you see, all these internal enablers them they try to play now because they don't know who will be and they don't know which way will be capable of. I go put this image on the screen right now. I go put this image for the screen. More we'll start with this image on the screen. Then we'll start discuss on this. Okay. Most of you know this person waiting for screen. They call it Tibonagi, and I don't see a lot of people there. They always, you know, Tibonagi is some kind of person where he funny. And it reflect American diplomacy for Africa. That's how I go talk about. Because, you know, America, they get some kind of way they do their diplomacy. As a matter of fact, the world and the West totally, they get the kind of way they do their diplomacy. If you want to look at them, it will be like say it be mago, but it get the way it work. For instance, when I know say America better just start giving sanction against La République du Cameroon. As a matter of fact, international countries them or bodies them, they don't just wake up so they go take action against a country. They're the first one in a small. You know? It did a mammy with one big picking. He go holler the picking one time. He holler it 2 times. He holler he jig and say go beat him. When he don't reach for the mammy, he hard, he don't fool. The mammy go just move he belt. Whip that picking, whip him. Now so America they do. Which way they happen for La République right now? La République they be underestimate we. And they be deceived by the internal enablers, where they be deterred and say, they get information about our strength and about what we. So these internal enablers them, they be try to deceive La République, they tell La République, say, oh, no worry, that people that they die, they are this thing that they die. And of course, now when I feel imagine say La République are the only stupid country for the world where they don't invest millions of CFA, hundreds of millions, for hire law firms than for fight against the Ambazonian people, for the diaspora. Since when the team is still in an internal crisis, whatever they call and say Anglophone crisis, instead for La République for look for solution, it hire na law firms them for fight against people. Instead the one they see image for international community. It show you say La République be very stupid. It tell a man with inside house, right? You know a woman, that they get problem inside house. For the man who go shoot down in a woman, may they solve the problem, may they talk about their matter. No, The man they instead go bribe people and for us bribe friends and make they talk good about you. So how the good way the friends then go talk about you, it go change or go solve the problem when you get in a woman inside house. That's so La Republic don't act. La Republic we get problem. Teachers and come that they talk. Instead for them for she don't listen to the people, no. Then they go bribe people then. Bribe people then. When the matter hot, you go for diaspora. Instead for La Republic for go, she don't talk with the people then. They say no. They go bribe the Nigerian government. Bribe people then. May they cash the leaders then. When the matter hot, now the interim government come and the one for America will take them serious. Instead for La Republic for back. They go take law firm them, they see me they catch them, they be terrorists. All that money where they don't spend and at the end of the day, it be fruitless. It show you how stupid La Republic be. Now this same La Republic they talk about reconstruction. Now, Papa and Mami them will laugh. The beautiful Ambazonia. I thank God for the beautiful Ambazonia. La Republic they talk about construction. I beg. Road for Pobia in village no day. Douala, in fact, as a matter of fact, the newest news I get, they don't rate La République du Cameroon as one of the most corrupt countries in the world. And Yaoundé, they don't rate Yaoundé as the most stinking capital in the world. You know what it mean? They say Yaoundé, that capital is in Noum. They say Yaoundé is Noum. In fact, if you don't understand that pidgin, man, broken down for your level. They say Yaoundé, the smell. They say that the capital for the way it is smell over past any other capital. That means say capital country, yeah, the capital for a world where it is smell past any other city. They say Yaoundé. Now ask yourself, La République they talk about reconstruction for Ambazonia, where their own capital be the most dirty capital in the world, the most smelling capital in the world, not their capital. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. They want to deceive the international community. Say, oh, will they do reconstruction? UNDP plan for reconstruction for Ambazonia? No. And I like which way Tibor Nagi respond to them. I'll put them for screen. I'll put them for screen when I see which way Tibor Nagi he respond for them. So when I read them for people where they just watch here na the audio. The screen where I put them the picture. Tibor Nagi he write for they say Cameroon should know that. Now it is referred to La République du Cameroun because if you see it's spelled with R-O-U-N. Cameroon. La République du Cameroun. When you look at La République, he named that. It writes say Cameroon should know that what the people of Southern Cameroons, when I see the difference, it differentiate them very well and he identify the two people. Means say no be one people. More na take note. He said what the people of Southern Cameroons want is to have control over their territory. Mark the word their territory. He said, and their lives. He said, and not reconstruction or development with a certain UNDP. He used the word with a certain. Just, when I look at that narrative, when I look at that speech, when I listen to that language very well, he said, until that is done, nothing that Cameroon does will succeed. When I imagine, he said, until that thing be done. He said, until that is done. What is done? One, until Cameroon understands that the people of the British Southern Cameroons want to have control over their territory and their lives. When I get that, it's a clear message. It's a clear message to La République du Cameroun. And this one is also a clear message for all those them where they claim say no America's talk go be or maybe the Swiss talk no na sham or whatever. No matter something. Once you start get this kind of statements them, they come from the international body and they identify the two parties. Something be very clear. If you leave this statement, one, he identified Cameroon and he identified the Southern Cameroons. Those are two different people. Now, we are the Ambazonians, the beautiful Ambazonia, or the Southern Cameroonians. You see. So, for this particular tweet, you identify the two different people and the statement, the message be directed at La République du Cameroon. So may they understand, say, which way the people they want them. They want to control over their lives and their territory. It been a way to fight for autonomy over our life and territory. Which way they shock me and say, all these enablers, I wonder why they need to read this tweet. Then they go pick that thing where it suit their agenda. Then they can't talk about. When they see things like this, they don't ever talk about. You know, see a poem talk about the kind of thing. No. You know, see Mark Barata talk about the kind of thing. No. No, because now people when they work with La République and for La République. So when they kind of hard message come out against La République du Cameroun, they don't go comment on. They go hide and they go be quiet. You know, discover they'll just go quiet for a while. They'll disappear. They say they don't get Facebook again. No. They say they don't feel read. They don't talk about it. Ayok Tabego should don't quiet. You know, talk for appreciate the kind of thing. No. Because if they wait, if they against which way they want her. Papa and mommy them. I want you to understand, say, even America don't recognize the two Cameroons. Even America don't recognize that you get La République du Cameroun and you get the Southern Cameroons, and they don't make them very clear. Say nothing no go stop the problem. Listen to the last statement. I put it again for screen. For my way, no feel read me here. He say wait. He say until that is done, nothing that Cameroon does will succeed. Nothing. It is like a prophet. He said nothing where Cameroon go succeed. Nothing, not the way Cameroon go do. You see, he said nothing, and that's true. Mona tell me, since 2016, I want me some one person tell me one way Cameroon don't do a big succeed. They been start say they want to build their stadium there. So today they don't finish the stadium there. No, most of that stadium they don't tight. The week or sometime they say they want host African Nation Cup. Wait it happen. AMBAZONIA and they say no, it no go take place. It tight, it end. The week or sometime they say oh, they don't create peace committee or whatsoever. Anglophone, how they call them committee. When I ask and say how market for that committee. The week or sometime they say no, they don't create bilingualism committee. When I ask and say how market for bilingualism committee. The week or sometime they say no, they don't make national dialogue. When I ask and say how market for national dialogue. The week or sometime they say no, they don't make the all Anglophone conference. When I had the planner. When I ask and say how market for all Anglophone conference. See, La République du Cameroon don't invest only money where they don't spend for try to deceive the international community. It pass money where they will invest for build their roads them. Now that the week up, they say they want to do reconstruction inside AMBAZONIA. People where they never even start to do reconstruction inside their own capital. As a matter of fact, their capital city, Yaoundé, just be classified as the most smelling capital in the whole world, the most dirty capital in the whole world. So who deserve reconstruction more? AMBAZONIA or La République? It did a man will never wash for 1 week or you close on tier. If he can't tell you say he want wash you, he want to tell you how to clean you, wash you, for dress you well. Then you looky. You just see only the way you dress. The way you close tier, chakara, you just say the one is mad. That's what La République did. La République is mad. La République du Cameroun is mad. And then the worst thing I say, all their enablers them. And people where they fight against the AMBAZONIA people, then too they be mad. Because they the ones support all this nonsense. They never even start to fix their own home. Now, the message be very clear where Tibon Nagi, the cleaner for here, is give them out. And I want me to one be a message for all these internal enablers. They made a get and say, wait, AMBAZONIA is gone. It's gone. See, there is no way where La République and AMBAZONIA will ever live again together. The biggest obstacle right now for La République, now the interim government, and you will watch me. Yes, you will watch me right now. Your resilience, your stubbornness for go back with La République, and the resilience of the interim government for fulfill that way the people want and way me and you want them. It don't become a thorn, a bone for La République neck. You know that will be the small picking where you chop okra soup where they make a munyanya. Some when I don't forget what they call munyanya. Ma tell na munyanya. You chop okra soup, then bone tied for neck. The first thing they make na you know come out. Then your mommy go take Gary. You understand no? Some BB Gary. He gives a solo. You go take the Gary solo, then they give you water, say push her, push her. After that Gary don't go. You see after that Gary, you see the feel that the Gary, the worker, the go die, the worker, the feel. There, I saw all man go open your eye. All your small sister and your small brother, the all man the open your eye. Papa the open your eye, they wait for year. They say, you don't go. You still there. Then you tell them say, the boat still there. You see, your mommy put your hand for you. Say, oh, Papa got it. My pikin don't die. Oh. Then they try all kinds of things. They give another big Gary. That's all La Republique dinner. They bought for Ambazonia. We don't tell for La Republique in neck. Even if La Republique solo na 10 plate Gary, you know go push and down. Because the vision for Ambazonia, which we want them, it be clear. And we know the pamper, we know the change, we know the shake. We don't say we want an independent nation of Ambazonia. So La Republique says it passed them. They don't know what they want. Then they talk about special status. Then they talk about 4-state federation. Then they talk about 10-state federation. They say they don't confuse. Why? Because our own vision be so clear, we overshadow them. It make them the panic. The beauty of Ambazonia. The beauty of Ambazonia. Papa and Mommy then, we there for good road for the revolution. If someone can lie, you say we there for wrong road and lie. See, 2016, you will ever hear Timo Nagy they talk the kind of talk. When I been hear America, they talk the kind of thing. No. If when I hear America, they come up, they make the kind of statement say, La Republique must understand say the people of Ambazonia, they want to be independent. They don't use the word independent, but if you understand, when person tell you say they want to control themselves and for control their own thing, that's independent. Person you want, what do you mean by independent? No, ask yourself. If you just if you are picking, want be independent. It means say, if no one depend on you again, you control you. You want to get your own house. I remember when I leave house and I go to stay. I tell my parents, I want to go stay for my own house now. I know one say when I want chop, I will kind of you go give me chop, mom, you go give me chop. I say no, mom, I know the catch up again for us. I dey stay my own. Now me I dey take care on which I dey chop. How I want chop, when I want chop. No, now which way my mommy thinks say go cook that day now I dey catch up. I know which way I decide I want chop. That's independent. I become independent of my parents then. You know, I dey work now. I dey go work my own money. I dey decide how to use my money and how to do everything. Now independent that. So which way America they travel to? It be clear if. You did make a statement, say, these people, they want to control themselves and they want to control which way they about them. Indirectly, they want independence. And then it go further for talk it make a clear say, until La Republique go understand that and accept them. Say, anything where La Republique do, it no go ever succeed. And that's true. Anything where La Republique do, up to now, they don't do all kind of things. They don't borrow money for try to do all kind of things. They never ever succeed. They don't do national dialogue. They don't do this. They don't do this. They don't even bribe people. Money where La Republique don't spend for bribe people, for confuse people, for corrupt people. And yet, they don't get no fruits. Now, whatever their frustration, they increase. Now, whether their frustration for La Republique, they increase by the day. But the good news, Nasaweti, so we, the Ambazonia people, we don't show the world and La Republique say, will be capable for decide on something, stick to it, and achieve it. You see, the beautiful Ambazonia. The beautiful Ambazonia. So, I want me the message be very clear, Papa and Mommy then. I don't put them on screen, we don't read them, I don't interpret them. Make people they hear. Now, something they pass me when I see people that they talk say, well, we still get for live for La Republique. We still get for live for La Republique. And then so on, they go up and down, and they confess themselves. I want to ask you so one thing. I put this for screen most here. I know so most of when I don't see this, but I just put this for screen. Okay. Oh, it not really pop out. But now I will put them again for screen one and see for full screen. For Alma we like football, when I look the picture. When I see this picture, when I see say, I remember I said that I be the gross small picking. My papa there, my mommy they be tell me about Mila Roger. They will tell you how Mila Roger will be a very good footballer. They will tell you about Tato Steven. They will tell you about Makanaki, Cyril. They will tell you about some big player them, Abedi Pele and the rest, the way they play for other countries them and the rest. Most of we, for our generation, will not get the opportunity for experiencing their talent there. But maybe we watch 1 or 2 videos where they play football. But most of them, when they watch me, Papa and Mommy, they want to know these people there. Now, people them way, they don't offer their life. They offer their youth. For when we be done with La République, they carry the flag of La République. I want to show you something. When I hear it talk, I want to talk very carefully. As soon as I click on the share button, when I hear it talk carefully, because this talk get a lot of things we get for understanding. People don't carry the flag of the country. It means they don't be the pride. They don't propel the pride of that country. Like the footballers them, the sport people them, musicians them, the artists them for a country. Now, when they go out, they give an image of a country. They make a country be proud. I remember that with this small kid, man. All when I feel relate with me. When Cameroon they play with Nigeria, or Cameroon they play with some country. I remember Sydney. If I don't make mistake, I think at 2000 or 2002 Sydney. They will play that game then for middle night. We will not be sleep. We will get for be for class for 8 o'clock morning. Game they be for 2 o'clock night. We will not be sleep. We go be all night to tell they play football, and if Cameroon win, you know that time way, you the shit on, your brother, your cousin, the shit on, your sister, shit on, the man shit on, you look football. So you don't know that way your foot, don't kick your sister. I be bad for kick my small sister then. I say I be get that spirit, I didn't chop when football day. So today I get strong heart for football, for Borussia Dortmund. When football day, I go shit down so I didn't look am. I don't know that way. I don't kick some person because of that patriotic spirit. All will be get them for football and for our country. Then, one more understand something. I will be get those people where they don't serve that country, like Tato Steven. They give their life for the country. They serve the country. They boost the fame of the country. Most of you know when I be travel in the 90s, when I go out, if you talk say you be Cameroonian, the first thing when they identify you and say football. Mila Roger, Tato Steven, Makanaki Siri. That's why they use them for identify you when you see Cameroonian. Why? Because these people then, Tato Steven and the rest of them, they don't sacrifice their life for polish the image of that country. Now you feel imagine. Say, just because this person na Ambazonian, na a born Ambazonian from Ekona, and in origin from the southern zone of Ambazonia. Even though he don't serve the country all his life and the fame of the country, they don't care. They let it die like rat. But when their own border, when they call say, how do they call that one? Song Bahanak, you know beware. We see say emergency plane become for La République, can carry, they go for hospital, they do all kind message of condolence, they take care for some Bahanak, they do all kind thing for some Bahanak. I don't get a problem with that, but I want to make something a bit clear for you, Papa and Mommy them, and for all the internal enablers them, and for those who the things say. And this message purposely may go for the internal enablers and for those who the things say that they deserve La République, that they do La République a favor. For say me Ambazonia can be under slave for La République. When I look all the people the way they don't serve La République, where they go fight against their own people for serve La République. Who's actually today? Yes. I want to talk Mafani Mosonge and the rest of them. If I put the one for screen, more see this. More see this other one, this other mugu them. More see this one them, because when I see this two, what should happen with this thing today? Now give me a moment. When I see this two, I put them for full screen. More when I see them very well, where they laugh. When I see this two, so then they happy, then they glad. The feel say, oh, then they are time, they work for La République. La République don't get a work. Then they are bangani, then they are oil the pass, then they are market the pass. Then they glad. Oh, God have mercy. God have mercy. When I give me a moment, please. I try to adjust the technology for you. Okay, I don't try to fix it for corner screen. May the one be a message to all the internal enablers there. Ambazonia no go ever live with La Republic again together. Not even in 1,000 years to come. If we live together as good neighbors, good neighboring countries, yes, that's okay. But we're not going to stay with them again like one nation. Now, for all the one way that they fight hard, they ballad them, call them, let me call their name in the comment section. The Munzus, the one way they fight, let me call them, the one way they should not for here. When the thing say, they go fight for La Republic, they go take money for La Republic, they go do them, then La Republic will give them a favor. I am sorry for the failure in Congo. If Ambazonian footballer will play for them, help them win cups, help them make name, they feel allow it die like rat. What about you? Who be you? You choose what you go do for La Republic where they will ever remember you. La Republic don't prove and for we timelessly, time and again say they don't respect the life of any Ambazonian. They fit do everything for kill you. In fact, they don't care about you. They don't care. And you go see the one them. They did shit on, they did dance, they did glad, they did laugh, they did talk. They feel say, oh, they did do a favor for La Republic. One day La Republic will benefit them. No. See. More give them 7 years. 7 years even over plenty. Some of them they not go fit enter Ambazonia. And they go be a shame. There will be a disgrace. They will see themselves. How they don't come down to north where they go the back chop for street. All this one the number failure in Congo, all them. And this one going to be a warning for all these other Ambazonians. And whosoever, listen, nothing good can come out of La Republique du Cameroon. We not get for overemphasize this. Just you get for look at the history. Look at the way La Republique don't treat other Ambazonian citizens them. And the Anglophone, one way they can't say Anglophone them, Ambazonians them. Look at the way they don't treat them. Even one way they don't serve that nation. Look at the way La Republique don't treat them. Wait till they deceive you. So you go be different. What's actually you? Where you fight against your own people for please La Republique. I am sorry for the Musange and the rest of them. Because their end, it will be very deadly. Their end will be very painful. And not only them, even the one the way they try to do all these things right now, I am sorry because I don't really understand when you go push a person, an individual, for good things say it will be good me Ambazonia live together with La Republic. I cannot understand. You get the international community, even the international community itself, even the La Republique activists them, they talk and say they don't see any way where Ambazonia feel live with La Republique. Only some Ambazonians there, like Bala and the rest. The thing they pass me, what are they thinking? What is going through their mind? Fellow Ambazonians, Papa and Mami them. They want to make a message be clear for we say, we don't go. And for any person who make himself an internal enabler, I'm sorry, this one is just an advice we give them. We'll not go waste time for talk about this topic again. Yes, Papa and Mami them. I don't show now for Tato Steven. Now in that, when I see he's a big man for football, he represents La Republique, but he die like chicken. He die like fowl. La Republique no care. So who they deceive those the way they die amongst us in La Republique will care about them. Now we'll go for a more interesting thing. I'll be there for talk about these things because it be very necessary. I'll be there for talk about these things because you know you got to use every means and everything possible for try to help your brother the way that they go astray. You see, we'll get this way that they go astray for this revolution. Sometimes we'll get to open their eye. They know wise. They know the see. They know the think fine. We'll get to do everything possible for let them know say they are on the wrong side of the game, and they need to open their eyes as early as possible. And also some of them went to the thing and say no, more just work with La Republique, more work. Oh, since a thing bad for La Republique, we'll just switch go for Ambazonia. We'll go join our people there. After we don't make our own money that time enough. And so some people the thing. Just like now, some people in the way they think say no. They look the Amazonia thing, they say do an Amazonia thing, more look. They don't want to enter. They don't want to support. What would they do? War draft. What would they do? Financial contribution and the rest. They know they put money. They spy. They relax. They look for background. They think. They want to say when the thing don't happen, when some food don't be for the whole thing, when some breakthrough don't be, then they will come in. I see something that they divide me for Facebook. Now I want to make this clear. If most people that divide me, person where 1 year ago it cost me. Tell me say, oh Mr. Nanchop, do an Ambazonia tune and waste on a time. It cost me. When Atanganji boys them, they go cash the family. They go arrest he. He can call me Mr. Nanchop. I be sorry for all that trouble in talk where hell me they don't catch my mommy. They don't catch this. First question number 1. You contribute for your county. I want to contribute. Now you want to contribute. Wait, don't bad. You see? What we tell when I say when I enter on account to them, when I do this, when I do that, when I say no. Wait, don't bad. Where Atanganji boys, they don't go pick una. Apopo Atanganji boys, I will put the one of us on a siam. Apopo Atanganji boys, when they don't go pick una, the cash on that time when I start the crowd and they call Mr. Nanchop, please do this. I understand. I need one talk. I make anybody be discouraged for call me or for call any activist may help you when problem day. But which way then I say, we get for understand say, you know if you go, you need to support the revolution, you need to support your people, you need to support the fighters them. You also when you get problem, make the fighter support you. Okay, now I wanna see what it happen. When I see this picture, I put it on the screen. I put a big picture, I wanna see them. When I see the picture, la nuit, ce sont il y a le Amba Boy, le jour il y a le gendarme. The picture they talk more than 1,000 words. When I look the picture, fine. I want to use this one for pass a strong advice out there. I know so plenty people then do what they call it. They just say, oh, do an Ambazonia thing. It don't spoil it. Now so boy that they only catch people, they kidnap people them, that they do this. You are right. You are right. Now something will be bad. Now true, we not go argue. And even me to condemn the kidnapping and that arrest them. Now true. But you know if you just generalize it, this is Amba boys that they do them. Because they catch your mommy or they catch your papa or they catch some person who you know they ask for money. You get to ask yourself why that thing happened, who did do it? Now see the picture, put it on for screen. See the picture very well. The picture they talk a lot. You go see army, he wear army clothes on a gendarme clothes. For daytime, he did a gendarme. For night, see where you wear of his skin. It's an Amba boy. Now the picture they give you an image of what did happen for Ground Zero. What would they tell when I say the Ambazonia war, and one of the reasons we get for fight, Papa and Mommy them, my brothers and my sisters them. Now one of the reasons why you get for join your county, you support your county. Because the one at the part of the repression who they suffer. How person go to say he been a gendarme, he been an army, where you get for the do law enforcement. For night, he will change your clothes. The gun where they give me go work with them for it take up. He go they harass people them. He they kidnap people them. Now when I feel see who they do those kidnappings, when I see them. For night, they will take that gun them, they go rape or sister them. They kidnap girls them. They kidnap people them. They kidnap people them. They demand for money. Then for daytime, they will go shoot them, they say they be police them. When I see the problem. Now what I would say county by county or local government by local government be the best because inside your village, all man know all man. The neighbor know the neighbor. So if you join your village or your LGA, my book and say, just permit me for this village na LGA. You join you support your boys them. When I don't make our own community defense, when I get our own army inside that village, we take care, you protect when I mammy them and people them, and you support them with your money. You know, sister, when the kind of person come, that boy that will not say the one to be part of it, they will catch you. Because now the people they do their bad things them. Then they come inside Ambazonia for night, they go disguise, they can kidnap people them. Then we go here and that's supposed to say so Amba boy then come. Who said the Amba boy then come out? True restoration fighters, their name will be Amba boys. Their name now restoration fighters, ARF, the Ambazonian Restoration Forces. You see, they be for protect them, mommy and papa them. I will not go lie say some they not doing a criminal them. Some they doing a criminal them. The other one the way they follow Ayabacho and Eric Tato and Tapang Ivo. Because Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo and Ayabacho, they try to deceive them. May they do bad things them. But the only way we fit stop them. Now when you and me, you be committed for your village people, you support them. You this boy the way they don't wake up say they want to protect papa and mommy for village. If you not support them, they get correct stick, correct sugar cane. This kind of man go count to the AK. He go overpower them. He go can't catch your mommy. He go can't catch your brother. He go can't catch your sister. Then he go tell you something, bring 10 million. You be the deny for give 1 million. They go ask you 10 million. That time your skin the shake. Oh, they don't tell me say I bring 10 million. I don't beg again at 7. He say I must bring 9. You go debate with Chief Man. If you be take 5 million for that money, we'll buy AK, 5 AK. We'll give the boy them. Another man bring 5 million, we'll give them enough granite. When the kind of man when a gendarme, la Republic man, wait for daytime, he go wear gendarme clothes, he the tonton, say be gendarme. For night, he disguise, he say be Ambazonia, he be Amber boy. Now so they call themselves now. We will not say that they are new way for make money because these boy them now they don't look like a business. For now, because the government don't give them guns, say me they fight Ambazonians. They get country, they get gun. When they go now, they go meet to a small sister them. They go just see some fine girl. They say, hey, come, we'll sleep with you today. When they show you gun, the girl of it they say no, he the fear me no key. You see, and all these things that they happen for your sister and your brother them. Some they get and don't talk about this thing because they feel and shame. Say they will kind of talk her army them. You will see one the girl. I see some video the other day. Some small girl they talk her 10 army them sleepy. May go report for who? Excuse me. If you go report for who? When the army man will hold gun, police will hold gun and they do that kind of thing, he go report for who? For police? No, ask yourself, he go report for police? No. The only way we stop this kind of thing is when you and me will support our own brother them, will give them to correct stick and correct machine away. When this kind of thing happen, then they go attack the police them, the army them, they deal with them. We even get for be happy, so we get people where they be willing for do that kind of thing, for fight, for protect our mommy them. You know the one protect, you know the one support the revolution, you know one support the interim government, you know one support the county by county, but when they don't go catch your person, when the army, you see, not that. For daytime, he be army man, for night, he claims say be Amber boy. Now they put that they commit the havoc inside Ambazonia. These are the people who are committing the havoc in Ambazonia. And then they sat in and say, some of you know that they watch me, when I did do nothing against. That means when they support them. And then you do want only that time when they don't go catch your mommy or your brother, that time you start to give 2 million, 3 million. Just imagine, say, they will ask you, again, only 15,000 every month. 15,000 every month for support. You know what support. But you go move 2 million one time for go pay me the gear mommy or your brother. You see the problem who, because at the end of the day, who don't tell you, say, I don't discuss and say, when the Amber boy they catch your family, or they catch one person in the family, they ask for money, they don't love you, they feel levy. Then they go come again when poverty do them. They come after 6 months, they still can't catch your family member again. How long? Ask yourself, how long you'll continue so? You see, do on them when they call and say Amber boy, no, the restoration fighters, because the freedom fighters of Ambazonia, they don't have to protect our people. And are the one that will they ask you to support them, because if you support them, they go stop this nonsense. They go feel not allow this kind of nonsense to happen. Most of when I don't be victim for people where they don't catch your family member, they take you go deal with you, then after 6 months they still can cash you again, you pay. How long you continue to pay? None of their business. You see, this thing has to stop. And the only way for this thing to stop now for me and you for sponsor the good ones then. And the good ones then your own brother and sister for your village. Yes, for your county, for your local government area, where some of them you know them, you know their papa and their mommy them. You feel tell them, so okay, now we go give them the money, we buy the weapon, we fight against people where they kidnap our papa and mommy them. Now so we get for work. I dey make all this long story. I dey over talk all this long talk. I dey stress am because I want me will last. I want me even foolish man mumu may see the reason, may see how important it be for support the county by county. Now, if you see any man wey dey against the county by county, name me three. Ma tell una 3 people wey dey against it. Ma just give una 3. We get them plenty. Number 1, Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, Ayabacho, Mark Berata. Now write down that names them. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't tell you the reason why this county by county be important, right? I don't tell you the reason why this local government by local government area it be important for this revolution, right? Okay. Now, see something like Mark Berata, Ayabacho, Tapang Ivo, Eric Tato, they against the county by county. Why? Ask yourself, say why? Because they did work with this kind of people then. When I remember that way, Tapang Ivo we talk say, may they be cash bush follow them. Right? They take money for them. It no sound for your ear like the kind of trading people they do. It no sound for your ear. Now the thing now they fight for the revolution. No, you imagine say if now you sponsor your village people them, your village fighter them. If you go for village, you go salary your mommy. That boy, they nobody go glad for you, they go protect you. Why they go catch you? They don't go catch you. Why they go kidnap you? They don't go kidnap you. Why? Because they go say, oh, our grandfather don't come. This grandfather where they give you the help. Maybe you want to go, you go even buy them t-shirt, you buy them small thing, you bring and you give them. They go be happy and they go feel motivated for protect your mommy, your compound, your house from these criminals them. So people the way they don't want to make you support those boys them, make you support your county. They don't want to make you support your local government area. They don't want to make you give your village boys them, make you support them for give them money so that they go fit buy sugarcane and granite for protect your papa and your mommy them and your property. You know why they don't want that? Now that people where they talk against they say the county by county na tribalism. They say the local government by local government area na tribalism. You know why? Now because they fear say once you start support the county by county, you start support the local government by local government area. Then the fear say now that village boys there, the boy the way you know they work control, what boy them for kate, what perika them for quat, they go get correct machine now and correct sugarcane and granite for fight this their boy the way that they go do business with them for go to kidnap your mommy and your papa them. You understand? So then the fear they know so once the county by county, the local government area by local government area them they become effective. And the local fighters, they fight any man they fight for a village, they build up themselves for their village. Would you give them money? Would you make them strong now? It will be difficult for these kind of people them. Whether they come now for daytime, they go turn a soldier. For night, they come with gun, they can't kidnap. It will be difficult because when they enter village, the beginning of a village, they know all shortcut, they know all road to the enter village, they know all road to the come out. It will be difficult for them to enter village, they kidnap people, they run with them. It will be difficult for them to enter town. They kidnap person, they run with them. Because we're brother and they get gun, they go fire them and the fight go strong against them. And they will kill their workers them. So their business now go die. So with that in their mind, then they try to deceive you when they come. They go make sure they say, no, this county by county na tribalism. This county by county na bad thing. Okay. If the county by county na bad thing, which one be the good thing? May they tell you it to be good. They tell you about contender force. Who said the contender force there today? We know this here. They talk by block. They talk pin. They talk this. They don't talk all kind of things. We never see one be effective. But they don't take money for all that thing. They never ever can give you accountability. We never see the contender force who people they don't give money for. Today, no day. These people then they are not only for deceive you, papa and mommy. They are not only for manipulate you. But when the interim government and even the people for AMBAZONIA, they don't say and say this county by county and the local government by local government area thing a good thing. They say me all man support them. Yes, we get for supporter. You get for supporter. No wait until when these Atanganji boys and they don't go kidnap your mommy, they cash for 10 million. That time you return, you go borrow money, you find money for go give them. Why you get for suffer that kind of suffer? I wish some man send this message out for all AMBAZONIA and the Fosia. I wish some person if you really get this message. I wish some person if you understand now why they divide the county by county. I wish that some person if you understand now the mentality and the ideology for all those the way that they talk against the local government by local government area. When I don't hear, I don't explain and fine. I don't explain and mommy and papa Mona really understand. Oma talk again one more time. Because I don't show when I say who fit protect your mommy more than you? No, you tell me. You think say some man there for this guy if you protect your mommy, he love your own mommy pass you. No, answer me. You just say if you some man there if you protect your own mommy or your own papa pass you. No man. So now we were picking them for village. We are border them for their village. Any man for a county, if he protect his own people for that county more. If he protect his brother for that county more. If he protect his sister for that county more. Because now his own people. Now the advantage that for this local government by local government or county by county. Because any man carry his own people for heart. Any man go be willing for die for his own people. I hear so when they talk about national army. You want to talk about national army, you deny local government by local government area. Ask yourself, who shall be national army? How you think say national army will ever be functional? Papa and mommy them, I think say some of these people them, they really look when I say wanna be fools them. Ask yourself, person go deny say may picking them for quarter for village, may they not protect one for village. Then they talk about national army. How do I make the national army where they never first support the local government fight, the local village fighters then? How it go be possible? All those things and I just talk. Either they want use that means for thief money for una, for deceive una, or they want just deceive una, then they go take army for la republic, where they kind of kill una, the rape una, they do una bad things them. They say national army. You believe, mommy, as you watch me, papa, you hear me now so. You believe say some man will come out from some other village, he can't protect you past your own picking of your village. It not be possible. Now your own picking for your village, your own people for your village. Now they feel protect you well, and the reason now they talk say any man must support a village boys them, county by county, local government by local government area. It be very important. So if you hear some man one can talk for you about national army, just not saying a thief man. If you hear any man don't they talk against county by county or local government by local government area. No matter which way the man talk, if he just come for you for a show, he make sure. He say that county by county na scam, na thief. Just not say na bad man that. That man says na devil. Because if you want tell you say, for sending your own picking they protect you na bad thing, na if he protect you pass your picking them. You believe? They go tell you you give money, he go form a national army for protect you. No, you know what make you your own picking them protect you. Papa and mommy them. I don't talk this thing today. I don't come for can explain this thing. Nyayo nayo. Nyaka sumo. May all we will understand them. And may we begin to see and why it be important. Any man will never join a county or a local government area. Now, may he go back. Now, mommy and papa will there for ground zero. If you get your pikin or your cousin or your relative who there for one man country, pick phone today, call you, ask you say, my pikin, you don't enter that way they call and say local government area by local government. Ask you say you don't enter county by county. Say because me, Mr. Nanchop, you don't hear me, Mr. Nanchop, I talk say all man must enter county by county. Now the way forward now. Yes. Call your pikin, call your cousin, call your brother. If you know any man, you know the worst thing, man told us some two way they hurt me. People like John Ba Akuru, people like Eric Tato, Mark Barata, Tapang Ivo, Ayabacho, none of them, Dr. Makongo, he said David Makongo, none of them know the inside county, but they want claim say they did for AMBAZONIA. I mean, they don't even be for their own people, for their village where they come out. They know they support their people for protect them. We know how all the things happen for Fako, all the things happen for Manu. Every Tato they even go join the people for Manu. Say, may they say how they go fight La Republic inside Manu. No. They can't claim for you, say me you give money, you want to make national army. How? How it could be possible, Papa and Mommy them. So we will learn these things. And we will say, these boys will not get anything for offer we. They use the manipulation. They use the manipulation for deceive we. So we will talk today about the beautiful Ambazonia. The beautiful Ambazonia. We not fit talk about the beautiful Ambazonia. What we not look at the problem right now where they inside we, because one of the hottest problem we get inside we and say we'll get this problem for this Atanganji boy the way that they kidnap our people. We'll get this problem for people where they kidnap, where they thief, where they do bad things. We'll get for solve them. We'll get La Republique people where they come for we, that they can't fight, that they can't do bad things. We'll get for change the game. Yes. We'll get for stop all these things then. We'll get for stop them. And it will take you and me for stop them. And now, the interim government don't bring someone where they call and say the Amber World Draft. We'll see how the Amber World Draft becomes successful. We will talk about the Amber World Draft in a moment. When I say the revolution be there in a state where things they say they be very confusing. Chakara be there. People divide. Until the Amber World Draft come up. And when I discover and say once we start the Amber World Draft, where all man they contribute money they be, it make even the international community. Man tell you what you don't know. President them, they start call Dr. Sako. You know what that means? That means recognition. You know, something they were Ambazonia in the past me. We'll talk about it for 5 minutes before we round up. I'll talk about it. See the way we Eritato. I mean, imagine say Ayok Tabe dey inside prison. Upon all the bad thing where Ayok Tabe don't do, he don't thief Ambazonia money. Ayok Tabe don't thief. He take Ambazonia people them, one leader them. He make and they go capture them for Naira, for Abuja. Success failure, Nkongo failure. When another person, when Ayok Tabe a person. And when every title, Mark Barata, they are complete people. Tapang Ivo a person. Because when I talk so, some person will say, why you talk so? When I don't forget, saying Tapang Ivo be called Nambere, say me Nambere go meet failure Congo for Nigeria. I would not simply way failure Congo not taking go. Now more look this thing in a bigger picture, mommy and papa. The more reason than before we close today. More reason. We don't see all this manipulation and all the thing where they happen. When I reason this thing, papa and mommy them, we not be fools. We don't see this game. Ayok Tabe they work with Eritato. Eritato they work with Ayok Tabe. Ayok Tabe they work with Tapang Ivo. He work with Ayabacho. We don't see Ayabacho told me they go cut Florence Aya for head. Ayabacho told me they go cut Chief them their head. Ayabacho talk me through his spokesman where they call it Tapang Ivo. Ayabacho in a Tapang Ivo they told me that they cash bush follow them. They say they don't want the county by county. They deny all these good things they want when they try to put them in place. They say they want the special status. They say they want national dialogue. No, not forget say Ayok Tabe be write a letter for Pobia for national dialogue. When I don't hear them, I don't plan for my past show. Now, with all this image, people want to still believe say they with you now, and they there for the independence. They're not there for the independence. They don't give up long time ago. The way that they try to do now, it be very simple. I want to understand. They don't give up on the revolution. Now we get the interim government, the people's interim government, where they under Dr. Sako. It don't come up with good ideas like the Amber World Draft. We don't say and say, now I don't play for one. America don't tell La Republique, say make they understand say Ambazonians them the one and only independence. Nothing short of that, it will solve the problem. They say La Republique must understand say Ambazonia one and only independence. Now the international community they talk. We don't get president them. They call Dr. Sako. They call Chris Anu. We get president them for BB country them. They call the interim government. They say we don't hear say we want independence. How we feel help now? Now they call. We get president them. Imagine president then they call. Now they call we. They call the interim government. They call Dr. Sako. They call Chris Anu. They call the cabinet. They get meeting with them. They say we don't hear. They say when I tell you what you want, how we feel help make peace be. Dr. Sako and the interim government they tell us so one or independence. The only two want to have the independence. No be no special status. No be no federation with La Republique. The pressure now they be on La Republique because now the international community, when I don't say as Simon Angi talk, they say La Republique must understand say Ambazonians they get right for their independence and they want their independence. And are the only thing that we go make peace be. So now, when I listen, when I imagine for myself, papa mami them say, some person go want me you believe say all the while they talk about independence, it no be good. Now for go shida with Pobia inside prison. for Yaoundé. Talk with Pobia na be good. It makes sense. No, think for you to say papa mommy. You to say think. Person talk say as the internet now president that they call America they talk all these big country that they talk. It is not a good thing say that they talk. Me you don't believe them. They just talk because they want to deceive you. No. He said na for go shida with Pobia, you go find talk. Now which one you go prefer for go shida with Pobia inside Pobia house for talk about or for come with BB country then did they where they go force Pobia for obey the rules and the regulation for the international law. Which one be better? Now, some of these the way that one you believe say na Ayok Tabe way the one take we for go back for special status and for go talk with Pobia inside prison. Now he be the best person, now he be good person. And may you believe say Dr. Sako and the interim government where they draw Pobia for go for international criminal court, where the president then they call them for say me they come now, me they sit down for judge this matter and for make me peace be. Make me you look and say that them be bad people. You self-judge for yourself. Who be bad person? Now who? And you know what is funny? Upon all the good fruits that we see, like the Amber World Draft, upon all the tangible results from the Amber World Draft, you still get conscienceless people like Epom, Mark Barata, Ayabacho, Johnny, John Bako, and the rest, where they still talk against it. They don't get shame. Just imagine for one say, na Ayok Tabe, I just think for my head, imagine saying Ayok Tabe or Ayabacho will bring up the idea for World Draft, then it be this successful. Man no for chop, man no for drink water. Tapang Ivo for the singer every day. Oh, I never see one thing where Ayabacho don't do for the revolution. I never see one thing where he don't do where we Ambazonia people fit count and say it be a successful thing. I never see one thing where Ayok Tabe Julius don't do for the revolution. Apart from say that will be the support, he can announce the independence. But after that, he want to fight against that very independence, past any other man, past La République. In fact, La République don't use it for fight against that independence, past any other thing. So I ask myself the question: if for once na every tato them, they be ever can even get the idea and this inspiration for bring in the Amber World Draft and the rest, man for chop water. I mean man for drink water. Then for the talker na them, that they know that they do this. But if that they be bring in this initiative for the Swiss talks, man for drink water. No, but because that Dr. Sako don't bring in the initiative for the Swiss talks, because that Dr. Sako initiate them, because that Dr. Sako bring in the Amber World Draft, they want to say me fail. They want to say me the Swiss talks may die. May the Amber World Draft may fail. Because no na Ayok Tabe bring them. Because no be their brother for Manu bring them. So you even see they go sit down for meeting. They talk say if not, because now Dr. Sako don't bring in the Amber World Draft, they must fight against the Amber World Draft may become a failure. Like my trip to Boya. They say, oh, because now Dr. Sako don't bring in the Swiss talks. The Swiss talks don't come now through Dr. Sako. They say they must fight the Swiss talks. They must fight them. May fail. They say if Ambazonia go get the independence, now through Dr. Sako, better make Ambazonia not get no independence. Papa and mommy them una think. And then the very people then they can't talk for you say, oh, we there for Ambazonia, we want Ambazonia. Imagine. We don't pass that level. We don't pass that level of deception. Sometimes when I should also I look how Eric Tato they run him up for social media. I look at Tapang Ivo they run him up. How they talk and the Swiss talk na sham. I think Mark Barata, that why he don't get work. You know I know even talk man no go in the occultic now he travel man even go into that. They don't get work again now. Now they fight against the Swiss talks. They fight against the Amber World Draft. Now they fight against Ambazonians. Now they are work that now. Now if you look at them, take time, Papa and Mommy, look at them very well. Anytime when they come, they don't fit talk like they talk so for educate the Ambazonian people. They don't fit. They only tell you they'll say breaking news. The breaking news now say oh Amber World Draft is a sham. Swiss talk is a sham. Now all that their own breaking news that since 1 year. Every day breaking news. Amber World Draft is a sham. Or they should have for meeting. Amber World Draft must fail. Now every time don't become a spiritual police. Or I don't arrest field marshal. You don't they arrest people spiritually. Yes. He say arrest field marshal spiritually. If you call the other day, he say they don't arrest Chris Anu. They don't arrest him spiritually. You see, one person don't Chris. You see, Ayok Tabe people he work with. You wanna see Ayok Tabe work for the revolution. When I see people, Mark Berata and Eric Tato, wanna see, they will say, oh, they will put them. They don't arrest Chris Anu. How they arrest Chris Anu? They say they don't arrest him spiritually. Really. They don't arrest how do they call this one? The fighter, field marshal. They don't arrest spiritually. So they are working now for they arrest people spiritually. So if they feel arrest people spiritually, why they never go arrest Paul Biya spiritually? No, why they never go arrest Atanganji spiritually? Why they never go arrest all these Atanganji bad boys where they kill people, mami them, or people they for Ganzuro? Why they never go arrest them spiritually? They want arrest na general field marshal where they fight against La République. Or na Secretary Chris Ano where they talk against La République. Now the people that way they want arrest them spiritually. It show na now they stand, right? It show na they there for the revolution. It show na say they don't give up. The coalition for surrender don't totally give up on independence. They fight at the Ambazonia people now. As we round up, I want to reiterate this thing. See the way this boy then there for social media, they fight against the IG, they fight against the interim government. Just think for one say, if na Ayok Tabe bring up the idea for Amber World Draft, and then it be successful as it be. If na Ayok Tabe bring up the idea for county by county, then it can be this successful. When I look at the era for Ayok Tabe, when I know say Ayok Tabe be president for AMBAZONIA only for 7 weeks. Only for 7 weeks. Upon all the money will be the contribute and give for other short period. If like when I know how many country Ayok Tabe inside 7 weeks maybe they make it president for AMBAZONIA. When I know how many country and how many hotel Ayok Tabe sleep. Ayok Tabe go how many country inside 7 weeks? 7 weeks. He can Germany. He go Belgium. He go England. He go South Africa. He go how many states for America? He fly go how many countries? But people then they want me to believe say Dr. Sako don't be for power now for how many years? He never even fly go half of that country the way Ayok Tabe don't go. Because Dr. Sako be focused for develop the people there and he be focused for the groundwork. Who invite Dr. Sako for Berlin? He can do small work with we. More plan for the future. People will not get work. They go talk, oh, Dr. Sako don't go for Berlin. He don't go enter plane. Why he go for enter plane? Ayok Tabe inside 7 weeks where they make it president. He go for more than how many countries? He fly all over. How many be the sleep inside plane? One place to another, fly up and down. He waste AMBAZONIA their money. There's a person who you can't believe say Dr. Sako will not be for power and when they do the work with the CM. Now he waste AMBAZONIA and the money. No. Instead, we owe Dr. Sako, we owe you thank you. I don't want to expose these things them. More talk. You know, so sometimes if I talk about the thing so detailedly, make me sink inside people their head. Because some people just they shout for social media. No, that shout they will get victory. Now the strategy we would implement them against La République. The strategy would make them for fight the enemy. And I want to tell you something. This interim government under Dr. Sako gets strong and good strategy we would use them and it hurt La République. When I know that under Dr. Sako where the international community start talk about our case, Ayok Tabe be run from one place to another say diplomacy. Who said the diplomacy carry go? It there for Kondingi. Shake. Even when United Nations and they call Dr. Sako didn't say no, he come, but they made a come it up here. He tell them say, he give them a condition. Because he know which way the people want them and he don't sign die for that. And this interim government don't sign die for that. I want more to see these things Papa Mami them. May it clear for our eye. So that no man of you can deceive we. No activist can't talk out there for deceive we. Talk left, talk right, run the mom. No. We go understand the thing detailly. We already know the truth. And I don't ask you one question. When I see the way the Amber World Draft be successful. When I see the way the county by county they work. How the revolution they go ahead. When I see how president at the time I don't want a secret one I don't know. Government they call Dr. Sako. They call the interim government. You get country them, big country them. Like Russia. They don't start the call. You get a big country, then they don't call now that they talk about the Ambazonian cause. They don't talk now say now with the Ambazonia they want, they don't tell them say they want an independent. They say okay, that means what is the way forward? They don't tell them now say the way forward and say they must settle this thing on the international podium. It don't make that La Republic don't fear. When you see all the big country, then they call Dr. Sakona because they know who will be the president. I don't now so we'll go open the line for take calls. When I feel the call in at any time, assassin people don't start the call. Yes. When you see big country, they don't call Dr. Sako, then they call the interim government. You see, Thibaut Nage kind of talk say La Republic must understand say not only independence go make peace be. Say only when Ambazonia be independent, when they get the autonomy for control which way they get her. You get for understand say La Republic don't finish. The beginning of the end for La Republic don't reach. I don't open the lines when I feel call and my one you want to talk, if you call, you contribute for which one they talk. But as I tell now papa, mommy there, my brothers and my sisters there. I just want to make them for me be very clear so with the win. I don't give you some of the examples and for things the way it shows you the win. And all these people where they try to disturb the revolution, they talk foolish up and down. Where they say they don't get nothing for show.
1 4
They don't get nothing for show. More just not say that one in a nonsense. So we'll get a caller on the line. I think so we'll get a caller on the line. I go one more here which you the caller get them for tell we. Hello, come with. Welcome to Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, I know, but so
yes, I know. Are they live, Mr. I know, Pa. You want to talk? You want to contribute for the show?
Yes, so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Pa.
Yes, talk. We hear you, Papa. Talk. We hear you.
All right. Yeah. So now I have a few.
Puya, I'm up for corner your phone. Puya, I'm up for corner phone. More hear you fine.
Okay. You hear me now?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, that means when you look at this thing, as you say, we start with this paragraph, come on, where some people they don't really look at things rightly. I just say I'm saying for America here, if you're there for America here, anything where you want to be, or you're there for Europe, anything where you want to be, it will just be now your determination, which way you determine to be, you know. And then when you stay too much for the chop on top table, chop na crumbs them on top table. When you minister the chop, then you're under for go clean dishes them. Begin to do anything where you want to do. If you don't stay for there too much, it will be for you like say that one has some big way for your life. Mm-hmm. And if we not done plenty, we will not do that kind of work, then now the big thing for inside we not go be and say now who be the big man inside una now. That means say now brain. You see, now already some kind of brainwash where Cameroonians, they don't stay inside this thing for La Republique. They don't just brainwash themselves for some kind of way. Where if they're there for place, they honor the struggle now forget rivalry amongst themselves. They don't get foresight. So much that any man will even get a doctorate degree, it not still mean anything. Not the same way where the person they behave. Mm-hmm. You know, and then one thing when they come over to the diaspora, they just think initially that they are champions. But if you look at their championship, it's a center for distraction. They're center for distraction because they just think that only when you reach today for diaspora, that means all man must know say you there for diaspora. That one has the same pride where it don't come in. And I still that brainwashing the connect all those dot them. You see them now. So now you see even doctor they inside this thing. Now that kind of thing to where they follow where they come. Even though people they get doctorate degree where no mean no nothing now. You see even boy where they fight for Bush now. They pass we talk sometimes they there for diaspora. If you hear as their determination, they don't determine that they go fight. They be better than any doctor, professor. We just say there for diaspora. And then some people they see and say the gap between diaspora and and ground zero, it don't begin to close. That thing will get pricey because it is diaspora. It don't begin to die, and then that people then who say they will go because they day for years, so they only work because some of the people then where they day here for diaspora they do them day. If you move Ambazonia them close, me no man no say Ambazonia there for some place. That people they will find way for run. They make noise too because they only want to get prominence among we. They will find place run go. If we not there, they will find place run go. So that one for never talking, we not get work. If we get work, we go mind for thing where it be correct. You know, and then you see say no man no day for year will no come up for some local government. No one person. If you then you get for no say that people they know will be connected for their village. They know will be connected for their local government. So now you want to make something where they go start the know say say some people they work for their village where they know where they do them. That one have to expose them. Now reason that way they run away from all this county by county. So you get to see as these people their brain, it don't really rupture. It's really terrible, pa. So we get to understand it, and there's a reason that way this one are teaching, they help for talk this thing every time like we do so. It is fine because they talk to the secret people them where they follow them. The secret people the way they admit to their distraction. So that is the thing that why they talk. Any man way if you say he all know he go find out will be a tyrant. We no get nothing. Just want to destroy because he no want competition. He already knows that they go win here inside that competition because different people they don't come up where they don't even need to be for diaspora. So now they know now say they get competition. So the best thing now for find way for distract and continue for remain for this kind of slavery. So Monama, on small contribution that part. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you. Yes, wonderful. You don't talk for my brother. That's good. You see, now contribute when I feel call for contribute before one round up. When I feel call one Amber voice.
2, 4.
When I feel call for talk. As I said, I already get the next caller already on the line where each one contribute. Hello, madam. Hello, sir. Hello.
9, 0,
I don't know
5.
what the person. If you call, try to be patient. Talk no, I beg. No drop. Wait. Is there like somebody be connected? I need to hear you. Hold on, sir. I know if you see the person will be connected. Please drop and call again, sir.
1, 2, 4, 9, 0, 5.
Hello. Hello. So I don't know why the person in chat for we call. We'll just continue. When I get my number for screen now, yesterday I've been making an announcement. We'll be talk about the Ambazonian men and women when I get for stand up. My way miss my show yesterday, me go watch and I'll be talk. I know say I don't get plenty audios ready to come in now. I want to make the one may be a strong announcement. We just say enough of this thing where a poem they do for the coach woman them and it coach them go down for their private part. So we talk yesterday say make people them, make woman them send audio. Now if you be a woman, call her please just hold on. Please call her, just hold on, sir. I will make announcement yesterday say if you be a person where you hate and you dey against the fact say a poem the coach woman them go down for their private part. If you been a man picking, if you been a woman. If you want that to stop, listen, Bami them, when I get for stick, look, when I don't know power, when I get them. One small boy go join the coach, all my men for Ambazonia go down for their private part every day for a show. And when I know if it takes, I the shameful when a chance. I swear, made one go for all Ambazonia women at the shameful when a chance. One small person go join the coach every day. A poem the come for a show, coach all women their private part there every day. Where you get woman for house. Now woman bring it for the world. Then when I should not quiet, shameful now. I'm sorry, but shameful now. I'm sure na be cowards. And I don't get about 50 or 20 audios from 20 women there. I don't understand. I want to see when I come out. I'm gonna send me those audios. Now my number that for screen. Make an audio and condemn that. Because if you are making a video, send them, make the video. Send them. May not pass 1 minute. Make a short video. Condemn that action. Every time we coach all una Ambazonia woman, the coach una last them, the coach una every day for show. Una no fit stand and Ayoktabe the supportee. Na person that way they can't talk for Ayoktabe name, Ayoktabe na president, na president. Now the kind of Ambazonia do una one bilam. Una no shame. Mami they una stand up because thing when you tolerate them, it grow. But thing when you confront them, you stop them. We not get for stop this nonsense. And my brother them, my mom picking them. Shame for all we. Because most of we when I marry woman, who are beautiful women them. I don't think you imagine. If you God, I can't even imagine. If you only just even coach my girlfriend, only even just looking bad eye, you get problem. You are in problem with me. Then not to talk of you, the coach woman, they're not kind of way. I don't talk yesterday. If you missed my show yesterday, go and watch that show. I dealt with that topic explicitly. I mean deeply. But I want to really make and say, Mo will take this thing serious. Because it's high time the Ambazonian men and women when I call this speaking, Papa and Mami them when I call each other. I remember in those days for village, even for village, Mami them don't watch their private part for your head. When I know what that mean, enough is enough of this nonsense. The international community, the worship, they decided the coach winner. The job they say, Maza. Did you know the hot winner? You be woman, you watch me. Did you know the hot you? And then there was now all the woman that they support you. If I go man be woman, excuse me, you be woman. You go show up for every tattoo show you. You do watch and see the coach other woman. How you feel? Or you be man. I mean you be man picking. You go for every tattoo you wear. You go watch the show. In the coach woman, coach your mommy. Coach another woman them. The fact say you coach one woman, you coach even your own mommy and your woman will get out of house. It's a shame. And then when I no one will do anything, we must do something against it. We must do something against it. We're going to make it a public disgrace for Ambazonia. Listen, we're making the international community see it's a disgrace. The Ambazonian people, they don't reject it. He na Ayoktabe because Ayoktabe, for if Ayoktabe be really been a man picking where he get respect for woman, as he call himself, think about it. Every time one believe say Ayoktabe na president for Ambazonia, and that's what he claim. You understand? They can't coach woman and they talk all the thing. Ayoktabe never ever caution. He say, stop that nonsense. That is not the kind of Ambazonia I want to build as a president. He shown that the kind of person where Ayoktabe dey. Instead, Ayoktabe is supporting. Ayoktabe own woman never ever can condemn that kind of nonsense. Even all them Yerima, the way they talk, all them Mark Barata, them SCBC, all them they know they condemn. How? What kind of Ambazonia and that image would they give about Ambazonia to the public? Let's be real. More be real. You a married woman, you go show up for every tattoo you wore, you watch that nonsense. It cost woman them, and how you feel? How you feel? Now the Ambazonia and that one be like, you are picking them. You are picking them to watch that kind of show. Is that what you are picking them feel learn? Ask you when you go show up for every tattoo you show you listen. Ask yourself, if you watch that kind of show we are picking, you are 12-year-old picking. Which the picking go learn? Ask yourself that question. It's a shame to us Ambazonians. It's a shame. I'm listening. I cannot even comprehend it. It's a shame. So I don't talk. Oh, if you be mommy, you be woman. I should listen to me now. Except you like what really happened. Okay, then it's good for you. But if you hate what is happening and you hate this nonsense and you want a stop, it's high time we make this young guy a public disgrace. We'll show the international community so we'll not support what you do. And you, man or woman, make an audio or a video, send them for me, and my number that for screen. I want all the videos, I say at least 100 videos. We will spread them for the whole world. Talk about every tattoo. Say, it be simple. 1 minute video, say, if you call your name, if you like, if you know life or call your name, probably no day. Make a short video or audio, 1 minute, 2 minutes, send them for me. Say, I condemn the fact, say, every tattoo they come out there for insult the Ambazonian woman. I respect the Ambazonian woman. I recognize the Ambazonian woman. And any man where they come out there for insult woman, go down to your private part, condemn them. And we'll put a picture, we'll put all those videos, we'll spread them to the world. I will cut out all that place where they coach woman them. The international community must see what Ayoktabe rotten. And the kind of person where they work with Ayoktabe. In the next chest every day for a show, oh, I am the biggest activist because I'm the one supporting Ayoktabe. Really? It's a because I support Ayoktabe, wait, nonsense. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Ambazonians, we go close our eye, we go see the boy that we can destroy our revolution. As we should not quiet, and they talk this every day from my platform. When I need to share them, when I need to laugh. When I go see anybody, they can't disgrace we for international community. They can't say, well, they not be fit for being a nation. Yeah, what should they talk? Yeah, see what because now the international community watch. When they see they talk about Ayoktabe like a president, then they see when they want support Ayoktabe as a president. Then they hear talk when they come off a mob. They also will be animal, they will rotten. They also will not be willing, will not be ready for being a nation. They not go take we serious. Which day you don't see one activist wait there for the interim government? Excuse me. Tell me one day you don't see one activist, one activist when you even support the interim government or Dr. Sako, he come out can talk. Even when we fight the day, I remember say Dr. Sako, Chris Arno even can talk say me activists stop for the fight for internet. That's a father. No, but this thing they happen when they shouldn't quiet, when I look at I don't talk my own. I get a call on the line. Ma allow you for talk. Hello, sir. Welcome to Amber Voice.
Yeah, this is Dr. Tata from Washington, D.C. I am an environmental scientist. I work here in Washington, D.C. metropolis. I've been watching your show. I am very, very happy for the show. As an Ambazonian, we want to encourage you to continue with the show. One thing I want to say is that we Ambazonians were decent people. I remember that when FM made an error in using that vulgar language, FM is so humble. He came over and he apologized to the Ambazonian women that he is very, very sorry for using woman's skin to address people, and that's not good. So he apologized. That's a good example.
That's true.
Somebody can do that and apologize, and maybe it's a slip of the tongue, but when we are seeing it, we see them every time we hear, say, that's what they do. You do one time, two times, three times, that's your character.
That's true.
And it's not compatible. We are decent people. We are a decent Ambazonia, and we are all behind our Excellency, His Excellency, Dr. Sako. Yeah. So we thank God for what is going on for the Tibo Nagi, with the way Tibo Nagi will talk, and true. He say these people them maybe the time for construction. These people they want for control their own thing by themselves. As you don't talk for this show today, it be true. It is talking about independence, our independence, that we have right to self-determination. And the American Bar Association, they don't put their own mouth, say, no, make them take this thing, may they go for Switzerland, may they go settle this thing. That's the only way that. You hear about that one, no?
Yes, I hear that one too. That's true.
Yeah, you don't hear that one. That's good. Thank you so much. Now, my little contribution for your show today.
Thank you,
We'll
Papa.
talk in days to come. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Tata. Wonderful. Great. And I just want to use this opportunity for talk say Dr. Tata is a very great man, a very great patriot for the revolution. And it be certain people that they sacrifice for the revolution, every time they always go attack them with lies. We don't hear all kind of dirty lie talk against Dr. Tata. It be a shame. Na man that way, he no even respect own mommy. No one that he no even respect person way be worthy for be own papa. God go judge. I get a call on the line. Man, here wait to again for tell you. Hello, countryman. Welcome to Amber Voice.
Hello, Mr. Nanchop.
Yes, sir.
The great, you are the great combatant of Ambazonia people.
Thank you.
Congrats, sir.
Thank you.
I want to talk one thing, and you will please excuse me for my language. Every time I can't go with the body through Enos. He don't know anything called dignity. He don't know human respect. He don't know nothing. Not just a shit hole picking. When I know the coin say, "When I call you shit hole picking," now you know that. And the only woman who is time to stop this fool, this disgrace, the Republic agent that say make any person we get account for Facebook. If you see any friend request, you see say the person are friend for Eric, you deny, you cancel all that friendship. That foundation will time to reduce that they fake number where they get the animal will ask you friendly request. You first go control whether it be a friend to that Eric. If not so, you deny the friend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful contribution. Yes, very straight and crap. You don't put on straight. And it be straight. Listen.
One, two.
I like which way Dr. Tata talk. When you know, sometimes man be out of anger, he use some kind of word, it kosh. He use some kind of word, it kosh. We say I like female shall be the kosh, he be vexed, then he can't use that word. But a very good example, the next day, female shall come make another audio, he confess, he beg all my media for AMBAZONIA. And since then, he never ever used that word again. But Eric Tato, they use the word for show almost every day, boastfully. Boastfully, they even insult the woman. It is me, I talk. What you want to do me? Ah, Papa God, how did we get here? Is this activism? I get a call on the line. My here with you, the person get for tell me. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, mommy.
Yeah. How are you doing, Mr. Nanchop? Yeah.
Are they fine?
This is money.
I am my money for you. Are they fine?
Okay. No, I did fine. I just want to thank you plenty. I thank you plenty, and I want to thank Ground Zero and we soldier them out. I just want to, the restorative forces, I just want to thank them plenty for what they do. They just do some mighty work, and no matter how much money, we're not going to pay them, but the person will go pay them now, Papa God for heaven. And we will continue for pray for them. Concerning Eric Tato, I know say you say you don't ask why, you don't shame we women, then why we never be angry at me. The problem with me, I say, I know be hear me King the talk, you know. I never ever hear all those things, and because I be don't stop for following. You know, if you keep negative, maybe enter inside your body, very soon you will start behave negatively. So once I be discovered, say, he be a negative person, when he start insult Dr. Sako, I be don't cut it, I not be listening for you anymore. So, because you go listen for you, and then you go feel change your mind for waiting what you do. And the reason that way, you still get people that they follow you, because they change their mind. You know, once we stop for listening for Eric, and then we stop, make this one AMBAZONIA. If we see some negative thing come from our feed, delete them. You not get for the share them. The share and the share and the share them. They share good thing. Good news will be that they share them. If that one come with a bad news, you cut them. You delete them one time. No need not there for you for the share them. Why you go for the share them? Make other people get it here, then the last week. Eric, even and all those black legs, and they know the shame for call themselves so they be black legs. Even plus Ayuk Tabe Julius. All them, there be people the way they be dog them, where they don't vomit, they go back to go liquor. All we will don't vomit like the public. Why they go back again on top of their vomit to start to lick them again? You know, I be talk to somebody wait for back for back home. Each time you say all these people where they do that thing with these things and so on because they chop. They get plenty trouble with the chop. You know, plenty money when they give them. So they build houses then, they live luxurious life. Even Asanga and Jesus know say he knows a thing will la republic they do na wrong thing. But because for their money they come out for it, for they enter a pocket, where he build mansion, if he build skyscrapers, now the reason that way if he talk, he go open the eye and let his man for talk say there is no Anglophone problem. You know, if he deny the issue because he knows the money will enter his pocket, and most of them they will support for they support La Republic because of the money when they pay for them. Most of them don't know the truth. But the Bible talks say the truth shall set this thing. But if they don't know the truth and they close their eyes and like blind people and so they may see them. May they watch out. What is Papa God to do for the children of Israel? You know, say when they don't reach for wilderness, some they focus for days, and some of them God distract them, they die because of say they disobey, they start worship other gods.
Mm-hmm.
If any man knows that this war be ordained by God, the God Almighty, God Jehovah, and you turn away, you see money, you start worshiping like an idol. You know, people build idol in copper and gold like those people that do, and when you see money, you decide to sell your own people them. God will strike them dead one day. God, the wrath of God will fall for them one day, and they don't know how to come out. All that mansion, the way they feel to take all this money to build, they might not be able to enjoy that money. I will hear Eric Pastor he talk one time. I don't know whether your show will be play or for who show. Say anybody will follow Sako go die. I want to talk say anybody will be against Dr. Sako, he go die. Because Dr. Sako and Joshua where he will take the children of Israel into the promised land. And we are marching to Boya, which is our promised land. Amen. Thank you plenty. Say I think air something through your platform. Thank you plenty.
Thank you, ma'am. And you don't talk your own and you talk fine. Thank you so much. Yes. So Ambazonians, I will take 2 more calls, then we'll round up because Prince J Cardi come up live. Oh, the caller don't drop. I don't know, the caller don't drop. So
4,
yes.
7.
So we'll get the next caller on the line. We'll get it connected. Hello, sir. Hello, madam.
Yeah, Mr. Nacho, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Now would you talk?
Yes, sir. But thank you, Papa. We enjoy you fine. In short, you just change the game. That is so much for your hard work. Anyway, Pa, I think that's going to worry me.
Okay.
And I want you to take that very serious. Why? Now, who among we, anytime within that group, they will still take audio, liquor outside. Me, I just go straight to the point. They were for Mola Wonder. Mm-hmm. Now, just no matter where, just as you, although you don't have any explainer, that's fine. When you just try to alert everybody inside group, inside audio, inside their own group, but one black lady come out again, start sharing, something they share about that back them up early. To the extent, it start going up a different way, they start using the thing in a different way. All this is not correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's not correct. So I think we need to look for another way. Just like I give your other caller because I say, what you will get for doing that? I say, if I say any man inside group, if you know say you there for Ambazonia, you there for we, you must swear oath. Because anything we will discuss within we, it get for the me within we. And any problem we will get out, we should be able to solve our problem within ourselves. Because these people, they come out, they did 1 foot outside, 1 foot inside. We need to really start swear for them. And why would you take that hotel? We'll take the blood of all these innocent people the way they not kill us. So we'll use and swear for them. Because it's not correct. I think for many groups, and whatever people discuss, it ends there.
That's true.
I know start people and go to tell people there. It's not correct. And these are the things where they take it back. Now, all that I just tell you, pal.
You don't talk fine. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Patron. You don't talk fine. Yes, country people. We're going to round up now. I'll thank you for a contribution today. Now, one announcement before I go. Tomorrow, I will come up me and Barrister Fu John So. Me and Barrister Fu John So will be live tomorrow, and we'll get a lot for talk. Barrister Fu get a lot for explaining tomorrow for the Ambazonia people. And before I round up, because my brother Prince J I already take some few minutes for a time. I'll be sorry about that. I just want to take this last call away already they connected before we drop. Hello, madam. Hello, sir. Welcome to Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Hello.
Yes, hello, Mr. Nanchop.
Yes, mommy. Welcome.
God bless you mightily. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Ma Ann. Yeah, Ma Ann on the line.
Ma Ann, okay, mommy. Welcome.
Yes. I just want to appreciate what you are doing. You are doing a great job. Just keep up the great job, okay?
Amen. Thank you.
Yes, you are somebody, you are a man of integrity. You see, I decided for talk because when you talk about this issue where every type of it become insult women them, insult their private parts, it touched me. It touched me because I don't know whether it be normal. Anybody where they insult women, it insult not only women in general, it insult the own mommy in particular. And anybody where they do that kind of thing, like a cursed person. It wasn't like public dog where if it die anytime. So you feel blame say, oh, women they never do for things. We be used to listen to Eric Tato show, time where it be talk like say it be a sane person. But when it be start behave like a mad person, most women, where they get a sense of purpose, they stop for listening to Eric Tato.
Mm-hmm.
So all this course by the year, not only for up. People that talk, I don't coach women the private part, they don't coach this and that. I know the get up. Because the fora when me are being involved, we get a lot of work. We get a lot of work. They know the forward those type of nonsense, anything about, the Tapang Ivos, the Mark Barretta, they don't Eric Tato, they know the forward their messages. So some of we know the year, Papa. But there is one thing in life, this thing that they call and say karma. Yes. Natural justice. Nothing where it work.
Yes.
It work, Papa. If man they do bad for public or for dark, it will come against that person. Yes, it will contend against the person. If every type of thing say, it a voice like it talk and things like that. I tell you, I promise you, every type of you know me, I don't call you my pekin. Stop this thing. You say, you want me to support this, my dear. You not say not only thief man if he stand the work and call people thief. Because if you not be thief man, if you know you how people the first thief. So you be number one thief man. I don't think you know my picture, you get my picture, you get my name. I don't care. You don't do me anything, Eric. Your gang not do me anything. But Eric, if you continue for the insult women as I don't talk, come along, nothing will not the fail. You will can't pay for it. And a shameful thing as we talk about Ayuk Tabe. Some of you one die when they pick up Ayuk Tabe, if it is supporting, say our president, this and that. I know we see Chop for 2 weeks. But Ayuk Tabe, this Eric Tato, I know one coach you say you be idiot because I still told you be my picking, but you my foolish picking, you be my door picking. Eh? You be picking where you don't decide say you know go let a good lesson. You be take that bad things there. So if you Ayuk Tabe, every Tato they come insult people, and then they told you be a president and you should not buy a shame on you. Shame on you, Ayuk Tabe Julius. Shame on you. We fight for you. We donate money. We march for you. What you will not do. We fall sick because they pick you and the other leader. You think say you fit turn around. You work with people who they insult we, the one who the one who stay in bondage. But I want to tell you, and I promise you, say when I don't fear, except the God, where would they worship him? The God, where would they serve him? The God Almighty, not sleeping God. On a weak God. On a God will not be act. More than take how many years when I go see we. And I be sorry for tell that say, if we are not repent, the end shall be very bad for you people.
Thank you,
my son, Clovis, thank you very much. Just keep up with the good work. We know they talk not that because we don't like for talk. Now so we know they listen to this non-entity. There's this non-entity where they call it say Eric Tato. Any type of change or else your end will be a terrible doom. Thank you, Papa. God bless you.
Thank you, Mommy. It been a shame, It been a big shame, Ambazonians, my fellow Ambazonians, them. My papi and my mommy, them. It been a big shame. I'm not going to take call again for that topic. Now, if anyone want to talk for me, my number that for screen. If you call me after the show. As I be talking yesterday, if you missed my show yesterday, after this, I will put it now for YouTube. You go to run after this show now for my YouTube channel. So if you follow on for my YouTube channel live, and we talked yesterday for my show, say we're going to make a national campaign against Eric. And I call every man picking, every person where you respect woman. If you respect woman and you love woman, make an audio, make a video, send it for me. Maybe very short, 1 minute. Just go straight to the point. Condemn the two Eric, the Kosh Mami. I don't get plenty of that video that they come in and the audios them. They are coming in. I want more. I'm receiving them. May I own be there. Because listen, I want promise and I want in them, Mama me them for the revolution. Me, Mr. Nanchop, I go fight for una. If any man, even if their master for your house, touch you, curse you, tell me. I be serious. And if any Pekin, any man, if be woman for the revolution, for the Ambazonian nation, one be Ambazonia way, woman must get priority. Woman must be prime minister, president, get BB position. Woman must command. Woman must get power inside Ambazonia. And any way he get that La Republique mentality, we need to respect woman. He need to come inside Ambazonia. We not go tolerate that. So he start by disciplining any man with the curse woman. Any man with the disrespect woman. I don't go allow that nonsense. If any man attack you, tell me, Mr. Nanchop, me I go attack you publicly for my show. All the man beginning they beat their woman them. That thing go stop inside Ambazonia. You know, go take my fine Pekin. You bring off your ass. You don't turn your waka stick. You beat her every day. That dirty no David. I don't want to hear that shit inside Ambazonia. And that's why it start for small. When you see boy pick the coach woman, they are last, it coach mommy, they coach. Now person where they show, which way they teach the picking never ask. Now you see picking on the command, they're going to be brutal against woman because they don't ever see their papa treat woman well. They don't ever see their papa he talk well in a respectful manner to woman. I don't ask you a simple question. You where you go, she don't see the wash. Ayok tabe is surrogate. Every tattoo is show. You just see the kind of people Ayok Tabe, Eric Tato. See them. It show you the kind of people who Ayok Tabe they collaborate with. It show you them the date immoral. See, one can say president of Ambazonia. God forbid, it was a mistake. And I thank God that they were to impeach and take the powers away from Ayok Tabe because it was a mistake. It was a mistake. It's a shame. A big shame. And we not go look, me, Mr. Nanchop, I will not allow that nonsense in this revolution. I not go be for the revolution. I not go be for the nation, for the Ambazonia. Not even in my Pekin no go even big. You see that nonsense continue. We must stop that nonsense. Any man we need to respect woman, you know the respect my meaning. We will make sure so we eradicate it from this revolution and from the nation of Ambazonia. Simple. I will not tolerate that nonsense. Nobody even talk for go that far. You talk how you go slap papa them. If you talk how you go slap Barrister Fu, if you call Barrister Fu all kind of thing. What a mess. Now the thing that we can't do for the revolution, is that why we are fighting? For children to be insulting mothers and women? For children to be saying that they will beat fathers? Is that why we are in this revolution? That nonsense must stop. And I, Mr. Nanchop, have come to stop that nonsense. So if you be woman, look, no fear, no nothing. I be the German still. Make your audio send for me, Mr. Nanchop. Make your video, and my number for screen send for me. I need them. I want to use them. We'll use it against Eric Tato. And if you go open mom king again, we'll not switch or do it. When I don't switch or do it, yeah? You know, I say I just start, I never finish. I want to say by the end of the year, if Eric Tato go physical show your face again for Facebook or social media, for talk. I go crush. I go crush it to even die body no go fit be for burial. When I see you don't the Christian or you don't the play. You don't when I see all them that occultic Mark Barata, people do not get respect for the elderly and for the fathers. Because of money, blood money where they don't go take on the Republic. It may picking their head on Chris. They coach my meat and talk other nonsense. I will not tolerate that in this revolution. I came from a woman, I have a mother, and I respect women. Whosoever does not want to respect women and fathers, I will crush him. We will not tolerate us in this revolution. I not wait till me they respond. I could not wait. Now why do me? I don't be careful wait till men and women they respond. No. Now me I start the campaign. I say I don't feel shit done. Mommy they wanna if you get big picking than me. They wanna get chochoro. We can say twat. Le Tato, you can't coach mommy them. Then you go shit down quiet. You fold your arms. I cannot take that nonsense. You see. So I want to end the show for you today. As I talk tomorrow, we'll get the protector. The protector. Now we don't know who will be the protector. Tomorrow 9 p.m. Amber. It will be a little bit late. 9 p.m. Amber time. The protector of the revolution. They on here. I get here as a guest. Barrister Fru. In fact, I need to say barrister. Pa Fru Johnson. A new name now. The protector of the Ambazonia revolution. It will be here tomorrow live. We get Tori. When I'm not showing me a Pa Fru meet up. We'll go away with the Tori. The level of discussion. No miss on tomorrow. Yes. Because me are bad for whole powerful for neck. And powerful to the konima way. You know, the power over get sense. When you want play go so, me to I play. So tomorrow, me and you for this show. You would go enjoy. Yes, so tomorrow, 9 p.m. Amber, make sure say you don't get your one bottle, 1 man if your corner. Your glass water, on a tea, on a coffee, a day. 9 p.m. Amber. That's 4 p.m. for US time. People are there for Washington DC. We're not there for California. 9 p.m. Amber na 12. Yes, sorry, na 1 p.m. Una time for Los Angeles, California. Una for Africa, it will be na 8. It will be na 9 p.m. Una time. Una for Germany and Central Europe, it will be na 10 p.m. Una time for night. So una don't miss that show tomorrow. Me and Barrister Fu, and of course, line will be open for asking any question you want to ask you. So more go now. We'll go join my brother, comrade Prince J.K., where he did do a good work. More go now. So at time when I wanna be my fans and today, when I click on the share button before one go, don't forget for share. Click on the share button. Click on the share button. Click on the share button. And I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. When I get a nice evening, we'll go over for Prince J.K. We'll go here, son of Victoria. Wait till we get for Terry. Now bye bye. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers. I've been your one and only Mr. Nanchop on Amber Voice. We've been talking about the beautiful Ambazonia. Yes. Thank you, the beautiful people of the beloved nation. Ciao.
Ramagade, legede, oh, Rabosantala, brozagade, Lika brazandala, Jesus. Papa God, intervene for we, do for we, as you do for the Israelites. The way who they suffer, in the life so you don't forget we. Papa God, intervene for we. Orphans are crying, widows are crying, fatherless children are crying, the less privileged are crying. Oh, may we pray. Oh, may we pray. Oh, northwest and southwest, when I come together, may we pray. Oh, prayer is a key. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Prayer is a key. Hey, Jesus. Killing every day. We are killing ourselves. Every day na bum 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 bum. Every time na to 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 to. Oh, we don't tire. Father, fight for us. According to your word in Exodus 14:14, it says you will arise and fight for us, and we will all be so. Papa, give us victory. If you go for Munyenge, everybody then are for bush. Munyenge no they exist, no. Again, no. You go for Papa. Oh, houses they don't burn them down. We'll be rendered homeless. Hey, yeah. You go for a corner. They did program from house to house. Anybody that meet up a more, ya name not down. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Bambenda them do. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Westerners do. Everybody don't run you because of wuru wuru. Everybody don't run you because of popo. So many don't go make sense. Hey, yeah. So one day they for refugee camp, for every nation for this world. When you go there, you go see there. So one day they for street. So one day they sleep for motor for Nigeria.